Hello, Weirdos of the West. Thank you so much for being here. We are playing some Commander today. We have spun up our wheel of random decks. This is Commander Roulette. Billy has won the dice roll and is going first. And I do have to say, first of all, that our Stat Cam art card is Phyrexian Annihilator by Shike. Billy, you picked this card. You're going first. It's all working out in your favor.
Hell yeah.
Do the thing.
Man, what a cool card, though.
That's great art. I loved all the Phyrexian weird art.
It looks like Mad World.
All right.
I also... Sorry, you go.
That's right. Hello, my name is Billy, and I am playing the second Doctor as my first commander.
Ooh.
So, players have no maximum hand size, and then at the beginning of your end step, each player may draw a card. Each opponent who does can't attack you or permanents you control during their next turn.
Gross.
I like that.
I can't imagine that will possibly go badly for us.
No, it couldn't. And then my second commander, the Doctor's Companion, is Leela, the Cello Team Warrior. Whenever an opponent draws a card, except for the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, put a +1/+1 counter on Leela.
Pretty straightforward stuff.
Yeah, it's a good move. It's a good choice.
Big
I think
green scary one.
I threw this, it was random, so we didn't know what decks we were going to get, but I threw this at Billy and then went, hey, here's 8 different Doctors and 10 different Companions. Which combination would you like? No, choose those ones, Billy. It'll be fun for you.
Plus, now we get to watch.
Draw a card, turn on play.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, not a land.
That's a 1%er right there.
While Billy, we don't get to choose our starting hands, but we do a friendly mulligan or two because content, we want everyone to be able to at least play the game. Billy drew 15 cards, and 14 of them were lands.
It was worse than that. I drew 7 cards, all lands, shuffled the whole deck again, drew 7, 6 were lands, discarded the 6 to the bottom of the deck, drew another 6, all lands.
Yeah. So in order to have
What
a game...
I'm learning from this is that when Tom sleeved this deck, he also didn't shuffle it, and so when Billy
We've
shuffled,
played that deck. It's not new.
It's shuffled.
I am so confused.
What makes me sad is I shuffled it.
You didn't do like the piles.
Hi, Billy. You got a 10-1 play?
Surely I have a Seaside Citadel to play down.
Yeah, with all that talk of lands, it's not like you couldn't.
No. All right.
Not possible.
Sweet. I'm Chris. I am very glad to announce I am once again playing Asperia Supreme Judge, who is the most awesome Azorius commander ever. A 6/4 Sphinx with flying, and whenever a creature attacks me or one of my planeswalkers, I get to draw a card, and that triggers on every attacker. So don't attack me, attack Billy instead.
Do it. Speaking of Billy, shift that way just a little bit.
Yeah, move good, man.
Oh, maybe the other way? No.
What?
Go the other way?
Just lean.
Yeah, you need to be that way. But
That's the one.
there we go.
Just go behind
All right.
the set there. I'm playing Tranquil Cove, going up to 41 life.
How dare you?
Oh, look at
Quick,
that.
he's winning. Get him.
Hi, I'm Tom. I've also randomly spun up a Doctor Who deck today, and I'm very happy because this is my favourite Doctor, as evidenced by evidence. And I've never got to play this deck before. This is the 10th Doctor. You good?
My favorite thing about that is
It's just the shirt slipping down the whole time.
No, it's the fact that the TARDIS looks the same to literally everyone else except for you.
As evidence by evidence. The 10th Doctor, whenever you attack, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Put 3 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. And thank you very much to Chris for pointing out a creature with suspend has haste. So that works out very nicely for me. And then for 7, I can time travel 3 times, which is to add or remove a time counter from any number of permanents that I have, thereby controlling what is being suspended, along with helping out Rose Tyler, the Doctor's Companion, who gets +1/+1 for each time counter on her. And whenever she attacks, put a time counter on it for each suspended card you own and each other permanent that has a time counter. So all suspends, all time counters, all the time. That is a lovely 2-drop that I can't play. This is a Path of Ancestry. Go.
Hang on.
Wow.
We also may get rained and or funded out. If we lose power and stream goes down, we're going to try to keep it going, but you never know. Hello, Morgan. How are you?
Hello, Morgan. Yes. Did you guys see the flash flood up in Ocean Keys?
Oh, what fun.
It caved
Flash
into the
flood.
roof of the shopping center.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, I am Beck, and I am playing Marvo, Deep Operative, which is the alternate commander for Revenant Recon. Whenever Marvo Deep Operative attacks, he's a big octopus, by the way, an octopus rogue. Whenever he attacks, you clash with the defending player. Each clashing player reveals top card of the library, then puts that card on the top or bottom. A player wins if their card has a higher mana value. And whenever I win a clash, I draw a card. Then I may cast a spell from my hand with mana value 8 or less without paying its mana cost.
How specific?
Just a card with mana value 8 or
Yeah.
less.
When are you going to find one of those in the game of Magic?
Oh, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am going to play the best turn 1 play.
Damn. Flashlight took out the road.
Yes.
Really?
People had to be rescued.
So
Oh my God, that's
I'm
horrible.
going to play Tainted Isle. And it's the turn 1 land combo with Soul Ring.
Hey, there it is.
Go.
We could basically go home now.
Yeah, I don't even know why you guys are still here.
Yeah.
The target killer.
Artifacts don't have summoning sickness.
No.
No, if you have a colorless permanent,
Do you have an arcane signet?
I don't, but that would be very funny.
I think you've made Billy sick with that first one play.
I am not going to play anything.
Ah, psyching us out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I tried so hard not to cough through your whole intro. I was dying.
You're going to take a
I
moment
was
to
dying.
hack it all up now.
The worst part is now I don't even want to cough.
you want to draw for turn?
No,
But you
no,
have to.
drawing is overrated.
Yeah.
He says, playing the commander that lets everyone else draw.
He's trying to get in our heads.
Overrated for me.
Billy playing politics in our heads? Crazy.
Yeah, he never does that.
That doesn't sound right.
I'll play Temple of Enlightenment. It's a land that lets me scry 1, but enters tapped.
Scry.
I've heard of it before.
Scry when angels deserve to die.
When Billy scries, angels cry.
Angels cry.
Get out of my house.
Sorry. I thought you'd appreciate. You're the pun master here.
Yeah, I'm upset because I didn't make it.
Yeah, true. You
And
wish.
then I won't play the card I can definitely play.
Understandable.
Hey, I
Have a
did the
nice day.
same. I did the same thing, so it's not that upset.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard not to show on your hand.
Island.
I've got a doctor.
Dr. Dog. All right, past 10.
Oh no,
He's a
Chris has
tea.
2 mana open. I'm going to play probably my favourite land from the Doctor Who set. This is Trenzalore Clock Tower. It comes in untapped, it taps for blue, and you add a time counter to it whenever you tap it for blue. So I'm going to tap both that and my Path of Ancestry to cast Rose Tyler. So this is, I'm going to get some actual dice, but that's a time counter on Trenzalore. And because Rose Tyler is my commander, she shares a card type with my commander, and I get to scry 1.
It's pretty good.
So what's a time counter do?
Nothing, though.
Yet.
If I get 12 time counters on Trenzalore Clock Tower, I can shuffle my graveyard and my hand into my library and draw 7 cards.
That is quite strong.
And Rose Tyler gets a time counter on her for each card I have with a time counter on it. So... bigger.
So does Rose currently get a time counter on her?
No, when she attacks.
Okay.
I'm leaving that on top and passing the turn and getting some dice and having a
like it.
great time.
Yeah.
I don't get it, so I don't like it.
Yes.
The point is the land will get time counters on it and Rose will get time counters because
Kill the unknown.
it has time. And then she gets +1/+1 for each time counter.
I'm not here to learn.
That's right. I don't like reading.
Billy, there's this show called Doctor Who.
I'm not here to learn. I'm here to kill.
That's a good mantra. I was elected to lead, not
Not
to
to
read.
read. That's a good one.
Have you got a good one, Beck?
Potentially. The question is I think I might have to cheese this a little bit. One,
Perfect.
my knee really hurts. And two, for anyone wondering why I made a weird face before, it's because Tank decided to lie on his side and his very cold, wet nose landed on my foot and I wasn't expecting it. I was just
Yeah.
like, ah. All right, so we're going to play the Bajuka Bog, which is a land. It does enter the battlefield tapped. However, the reason why I'm playing this, because when it enters the battlefield, I may exile a target player's graveyard. However, nobody has a graveyard. So it
Yeah.
would make more sense to save this for later. However, Tainted Isle can now be tapped for either a blue or a black. and I can only activate it if I control a swamp, which Bojuka Bog is.
Bojuka Bog's not a swamp. It doesn't say swamp on it.
What?
Yeah.
Why is this in the deck?
Because you'll have other swamps.
Yeah.
Bojuka Bog just isn't a swamp.
Have you got a different swamp in your... Oh, no.
I also didn't draw at the beginning of my first turn.
Oh, we'll do that now.
Now, quickly, you might be a swamp. Before.
not.
Oh, damn, shame.
You didn't want that to be a swamp.
Yeah.
Look, the point is you have 3 mana open to you. Is there anything you can do?
3 colorless mana.
It's one of those things where I'm reading the card to hopefully explain the card.
Someone else can read it to explain it if you want.
I think I get it. I think I can only kick it when I'm casting it for the first time.
Yes.
And so it means that it definitely has a finite...
I know what card you're talking about.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Why am I so intimidated?
I wasn't being very shady about it. But the problem with that not being a swamp...
That screws everything, because now you only have colorless mana.
I just thought all black lands were swamps.
Only if they say swamp on it.
Yeah.
It's a very dumb rule.
Unfortunately, no. But next turn, if you did play that card, which you
I think a
definitely
bog's
have...
a type of swamp. I Googled this.
A bog.
Take to the comments. Anyway. That's a 10%er. P the T.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like I could cast stuff. I don't have any colored mana.
That's your clincher. Just one swamp. That's
Hey,
all
look, this
I'm
will
asking
add
for.
black mana, which might give me the
I'm
ability to do something.
Yeah.
Really big fan of the card I just drew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were such a big Doctor Who fan, Billy.
I love Doctor Who and all the episodes I've watched.
Of all the episodes I've watched of Doctor Who,
I love
they are
every
the
single
best.
one I've watched.
That's right.
Never watched a bad one.
That doesn't sound right.
I will play Irrigated Farmland. It's a land, it comes in tapped.
What?
I can cycle it, I think.
Crazy.
Can you cycle from...
Not from the
No.
battlefield, only from your hand.
Well, I don't think I ever planned to, I guess.
Look, it's a land.
Then I will play Explore. I'll tap the 2 mana. So you may play an additional land this turn and draw a card. I shall
Yeah.
draw
Nice.
my card.
Oh, all those lands you have, Billy. Now you can play more of them.
I shall play Scattered Groves, which is another dual land, enters tapped.
Look, he's rampant.
I'm ramping. I'm doing green things. But that is done.
You're propagating. That's what green things
That's
are.
yeah.
Green things.
All right. I will play a port town, which comes in untapped, if and only if I reveal a plains or an island from my hand. So
What? You have a plains in your hand?
You wouldn't believe it, but my white deck has plains in it.
Fucking crazy.
I know, it's insane.
Your white-blue deck, actually, because it doesn't
Does it
say
have a
plains
swamp?
or an island.
Yeah, or an island.
Yeah, who would have thunk?
Who'd have thought?
Just looking at that when you have the thing up, and I was like, I hate this rule.
And I'm going to cast Kangi's Lieutenant, which is a bird soldier, 1/1 flying. Whenever it attacks, attacking creatures with flying I control get +1/+1 until end of turn. So it seems fairly straightforward, but it also has Encore, which means if it ever gets put into my graveyard, I can bring it back for 1 turn, and upon doing so, when it attacks each player like there's copies of it. So all of those would trigger and give +3/+3.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
God, as if I needed a reason to hate a bird.
Can you all just shift the table that way just a little bit?
Just pull back.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate
tab
it.
table.
All right, I'm going to draw for turn. I'm then going to need Chris, because I couldn't figure it out with Google. Is partner with on cast or ETB?
I need more context.
If I play a card with partner with,
Yeah.
is that going to be the search for any pond? Do I search my deck on the cast or on the ETB?
I'm pretty sure it's ETB.
That's what I thought as well. Only because this is going to let me scry, but the scry is going to be useless because I'm going to search my deck and shuffle afterwards.
I see. Okay, MTG partner with...
And now I've just broken the card can.
Let's have a quick look. Partner.
While you Google that.
Two commanders can have blah, blah, blah.
Do you know surveil rules that I can quickly ask you?
In what way?
It's like scribe. It goes to your graveyard, right?
So I can choose to put it back on the top of my library or into my graveyard.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all I need to know. I need to know what to do with it if I want to keep it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
On top of your library.
Yeah, yes.
It's been a while.
Point is, I'm not super fast. If you can't figure it out, I believe it's ETB.
When this permanent enters the battlefield, target player may search their library for a card named X, review it, put it in hand, shuffle.
Amazing. All right. For what it's worth, the Translord Clock Tower goes up to 2 time counters. I cast this using Path of Ancestry. This is Rory Williams. He's a first strike lifelink, and when you cast a spell from anywhere other than exile, which I'm doing, exile it with 3 time counters on it, it gains suspend. Oh, it's not actually ETB. Sweet. I should have read the card to explain the card. It gets suspend and then investigate. So I'm going to create a clue token.
I'm so confused as to what's happening with that.
He is not entering the battlefield, is what's happening.
But does he not enter the battlefield and then immediately become exiled?
No, when you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, exile it. So it's not entering the battlefield. It is just getting cast. It is going to exile with 3 time counters on it.
I've got a problem with cards that just have real names.
That's
Real
fair.
name. John Smith.
I then get to scry 1 because he is a human and Rhodes is a human. I will leave that on top.
It's Amy Pond.
Here comes Rory.
Yeah. Rory.
I'm going to play a Temple of Epiphany. It enters tapped and I scry 1.
You're getting your scry on.
I'll leave it on top.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I would like to go to combat.
Sick.
And I'm going to go to combat.
He's got the most health.
Billy's trying to do commander damage.
What?
So I'm going to do commander damage back at Billy. I'll attack with Rose Tyler. Whenever she attacks, I put a time counter on it for each suspended card I have and each permanent I have that has a time counter on it. So she is getting 2 time counters. Each time counter gives her +1/+1, which is why I'm using +1/+1 counters for it. Billy takes 4 commander damage.
4.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was a 2/2.
Crazy.
She's a 2/2, but then she got a 2/2, and so now she's ballerina kicking you in the face.
That's pretty much exactly it.
That's the thing about modern Magic cards, Billy. They're typically 2 mana 4/4s.
It's sad you respond to that.
It's come to this point.
That is my turn. Look, I'm open. Hit me in the face. It'll only go well for you.
Is there a cat oven in this deck?
I hope for your sake there is. Beck wasn't around for the cat oven meta.
What?
Yeah,
There was a cat, there was an oven, you put the cat in the oven, the cat came back to life.
Leave my cat alone.
For what
It's
worth,
okay. It was an
you could
undead
never
cat.
really permanently kill the cat.
Yeah.
It was such a cool cat.
He kept coming back from the graveyard because he's got 900,000 lives.
Also, he lived in a cauldron.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Can we move on?
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right.
Cauldron. Who lives in a cauldron under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Why'd you say that? Some like 1920s sleuth from New York.
Because she could.
Because it's Murders at Karlov Manor.
There's a cat in this cauldron, see?
You would not believe. All right. Well, it happened. I drew a swamp. It says swamp on it. See? Swamp.
it says swamp.
Nice.
Swamp.
Now what can you do?
I can do some things.
Well, that's,
Surely.
That's good.
I forgot what was in my hand. Hold on.
Look, you got 5 mana available to you. Is that commander mana?
Kamana, as they say in the business.
Yeah, like a mana to cast with.
That's right. Yeah.
Come in and ender. That's it.
Hey, Margaret Moon, if you're watching, only because I trust you more than anyone else who may be in chat. Hello, friends in chat. Nice to see you. Can you let me know how it's sounding? I've added a new thing and I don't know how it's working. So let me know if I'm like being too quiet right now, if I sound exactly the same when I talk louder.
Okay.
What you got, Beck?
We are going to... I think we should cast. Yeah.
Go on.
All right, so you're going to go over there. Black. This is tapping for blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is tapping for 1 black, and we have 2 colorless.
Oh my gosh, cat cauldron.
Where's the oven?
Yeah, that's right. Chuck Gary in the oven.
Marvo, Deep Operative, is now hitting the field. Hitting the field. Yes. He's holding a little
Hey.
throwing knife?
Marvo. Yeah, he's a rogue.
Yeah.
Marvo.
An octopus rogue. No, that's not it.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
What accent was that, Beck?
Oh, I don't.
Queensland.
Queensland.
Tell me I'm wrong. Please do.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
I can understand.
Summoning sickness. I can't do anything with him. I was gonna be like, let's fight, and it's like, no, because he has summoning sickness.
That's
so
right. Can't be that good of a rogue if he's sick.
it's because he's an octopus, man. He's got too many legs trying to.
Yeah, got to coordinate those legs.
Shouldn't he have haste then?
Yeah. It was like,
I don't know. I know what I mean. I don't know the words to say what I mean.
I can't
Stop
say what I
questioning
mean.
your octopus.
Don't question the octopus, man.
Draw. Hell yeah, it's actually a land.
Proud of you,
Hell
Billy.
yeah.
Doom. Sky Cloud Expanse. It's actually pretty cool. They can pay 1 mana and get white blue. That doesn't actually give me more mana.
It doesn't. I was gonna say like,
Well, it gives you one more, but
Yeah.
except
I could use colorless mana to get real
yes,
yeah,
but I don't have a way to get colorless mana.
you should get a soul ring out on the field. I did that first turn.
Oh, yeah, let me just...
Clever. Yeah.
it's technically like the same as playing a land. It just filters into other colors.
yeah.
Yeah.
It would be good if I was struggling for colors.
It's a coffee filter. That's what it is.
Well, he's not playing black, so
True.
No one has to.
All right.
You don't like your coffee black. You need a bit of blue and white in there as well.
Then it's a cordial filter. I don't know.
Cordial.
I don't know, man.
We should make like magic themed cordial drinks for stream.
well, there was. I don't know if they were everywhere, but in Australia there was magic themed bubble tea. One of the bubble tea stores, you could get like Chandra's red
It's like
berry, whatever.
spicy. Nice. That's
It was alright.
I don't think it was spicy. I think it was just red.
It was very red.
Yeah, it tastes red. Then it's fine by me.
It's time to pull my commander out.
Woo!
Hoot hoot.
Layla.
One of your commanders.
Oh, is that the one I want? Am I dumb?
Which do you want
It
to play?
depends if you
I
want to
want the
protect
one for
yourself.
everyone to draw a card.
Oh yeah, you want the other one.
Yes, yeah.
That's the
Right.
second doctor.
I lied to you all. I want the second doctor.
Proud of you, Billy.
All right.
Because I
don't
want
So
to
is
protect
that
myself.
your end?
So players have no maximum hand size, and at the beginning of my end step, each player may draw a card. Each opponent who does cannot attack me or permanents I control during their turn.
Cool.
And as such, I will go to my end step.
All right. Well, I would like to draw a card because card draw is the best. So I can't attack Billy.
Am I considered
No,
a player?
You're drawing a card at the beginning of your turn. It's if you choose to draw a card at the beginning of your end step.
No, beginning of Billy's end step.
Oh.
Yeah, so all of us get a
player,
choice
yes.
now. So even
It does count.
Oh yeah, no, I'll draw a card then.
Yeah, you want it?
I thought we'd move.
I'll take this
I
one.
think
turn.
everyone's drawing a card.
Yes, you kind of, it gives you additional card draw as well.
That's busted.
But then you need to see how many cards you have in hand, because if you have more
There's
than
no
7.
maximum hand size.
Oh yeah, there is. Let's go.
How did you forget that? That's like the one part of this
Mostly
deck.
because of the second part.
Yeah, the second part was more interesting.
When I first read that card, I didn't think I was like getting the card draw. But yeah, it's kind of. I can't attack myself. Damn it!
Yeah,
So
no,
basically,
oh, no.
while Billy's commander's on the field, we've all got an alliance with Billy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Alliance.
No,
Oh, no,
you attack me.
Tom.
I was so tempted not to take the card draw just so I could keep blapping it.
Everyone took it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone took
You're safe for a turn.
I can have a nap.
I'll play this planes. How do I want to screw you guys over?
There's so many ways.
Do everything. Everything you can.
I shall. All right, I'll go to combat. I think I'm gonna kick the hornet's nest, and I'm gonna attack Beck with my flying bird, and it gets +1 until end of turn. So that's 2 damage. You're looking at, sir.
I don't know what she's looking at. She's tapped out.
Yeah, but you might have a free spell of some description.
Oh, free
Snuff out.
spells.
I do have a free spell in my hand, but it's not an instant, so I'll take the 2.
All right, get bonked.
Is it definitely 2?
Yep. Whenever it attacks, attacking creatures with flying get +1/+1 until
There you
end
go.
of turn.
Yep.
So
Thanks, you, Beck.
I will pass my turn to Tom.
Alrighty then.
It's been a few weeks, so it seems I've completely forgotten how to play.
Untap. Upkeep. Rory goes down to 2 time counters. Draw.
Okay, we're doing the whole like he's trapped in a vault for 100 years thing. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
God, why is his name Rory?
Oh, that's all right, Billy. The next one's going to be even more fun.
It's England.
I'm going to pay 3, putting an additional time counter on Trenzalore Clock Tower for Martha Jones.
Why is it Martha?
Eliminate him.
When she enters the battlefield, investigate so I get another clue token.
Woo.
Whenever you sacrifice a clue token, Martha Jones and up to one other target creature can't be blocked this turn.
Pretty decent, actually.
It's pretty decent.
I'm ready to board wipe Tom. I don't know about you guys.
I'm going to play Mystic Monastery and enters tapped. I got no ramp. Don't have to worry about me. And even though Chris has all that mana open, I do get to scry one as well because she's a human and Rose is a human.
True.
And I will
Mwah.
keep that on top. I'm going to go to combat. And I am going to swing at Chris for attack triggers. I will get 2 more counters on Rose, so that is 6.
I think 3 more because she counts herself as a permanent.
No, it does say each other permanent you control.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Thank you for checking. I appreciate it. Take 6.
Well,
Is that commander damage?
It is commander damage.
I've got an instant spell.
Baiting out the removal now.
It's not
I know
exactly removed.
Rory's only got 2 more time counters on him. However,
Please,
it's easier to distinguish that these would be time counters.
I just like the negatives of counting down. What you got, Chris?
Benevolent Offering. So I'm going to try and make peace with Beck. So I'm going to choose you, and you and I can each create 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with fly. And then I'm going to make peace with Billy and choose him as the second target, and we gain 2 life for each creature we control.
You gain 2 life for each creature they control, and that player gains 2 life. I mean,
And I'm
there's
guessing-
nothing saying you can't pick back for the same one.
That's right, but I would prefer Beck not to gain 8 life. So you can have the spirits. That way, that's
I'll allow the spirits.
well,
That's
yeah.
fine.
It's
There's no May.
you can't reject my gift. Unfortunately,
I can blast them though. I'd be like,
you sure can.
Does that mean you get 8 life?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get loads of life. You can. I'm sorry, I don't have enough.
No, that's fine. We can get
3 on there. And I'm going to use one of mine to just chump block Tom's commander.
Cool.
So I'll be down to 2 spirits left, and I'll gain 8 life
Easy.
up to 49. Cool.
And Billy gains 2 life.
Yeah, 2 life, man.
You're welcome, Billy. You're back up to 38. It's like I barely even hit you.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. Can you heal commander damage?
No, I cannot. That is one thing I cannot do.
Oh no.
shouldn't be drones.
Oh, heck.
Oh, heckin' bazooka.
Turn.
Oh, that was your turn. All right, hold on.
It was our turn.
Oh, okay.
The cool side of the table.
Damn
Wow.
players.
You know what these guys are saying?
Yeah.
So I can't believe you're wearing a shirt that just has the swear word on it.
Yeah, the way it gets cut off if I'm leaning down too low.
Yeah.
It just says the way
Luckily, you're backwards on screen, so it takes a little bit longer to read.
We should,
I know. This is what's so fun. Like, we've tested this, we've gone with it. We like having me backwards. You can only really tell in instances like this.
So we got Final Fantasy, Unreal Tournament,
I
not
thought
sure.
that might have been
Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Crash Bandicoot, Diablo,
Pokemon.
Pokemon,
Sonic.
Mario. That's Sega, and that's
GTA.
GTA.
Rockstar.
The only problem with the Mario, and I'm going to need someone to help me out with this, is that I can't think of any Mario titles that contain a C in them.
Yeah.
Paper Mario.
Galaxy.
Oh, Galaxy's got an X in it. That's basically a C
Now
with
you
a
guys are
K
going
on
to be
it.
thinking about it.
That's I don't even know if it really
Spelled
is.
cart wrong.
It's Mario. 'Cause
Mario.
The second I saw it, I was like, that's Mario.
The point is, I was sent this shirt because, thanks to our wonderful viewers, we raised over $2,000 for cancer research here in Australia.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. If you like Ticket to Ride, you can go watch that stream. Hey, Beck, what are you playing?
I don't know why I put my swamp on the card cam, but I got a swamp.
Because it's a real nice swamp.
Yeah.
It is a nice swamp. It's all tealy. It's lovely. Because, yeah, this is a pre-con, so I didn't have to build it, which is nice.
Yeah, true.
I've built one deck, and I'm like,
And I've built 3 decks just this week.
Knocks it out of you, doesn't it? Building a deck.
It does. It's a lot.
It is.
It's fun, though. You're looking to blap some of my dudes?
I have some blap ability. So if I've got that, it just means... Okay, we're going to go... This is getting tapped for blue. And 2, we are going to play a Curate, which is Surveil 2. So we're going to start doing the things that my deck wants to do, which is Surveil. My deck just wants to Surveil. But Curate will also allow me to draw a card. So, that's an instant.
Nice.
I pick 2 cards. Woo!
I'm waiting to see Beck clash with someone. It's such like a dumb mechanic, right? You just gotta top of your card, see who has the higher mana value. But oh man, if you win.
But with that Surveil as well.
Okay,
Put
so
a nice
that's
big thing
going to
on
go
the top.
back on the top.
Yeah.
And then this is going to go into my graveyard.
So you're drawing this card.
Yes, I know.
Cool. Just checking. So, sorry, because we're trying to see if you want to set up for this.
Yeah, I am. So I'm drawing this, so that goes into my thing.
Yeah. So you don't know what you're going to hit.
I don't know what I'm going to hit now.
Alright.
That's part of the craze of the deck.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can tell you,
For this.
like, no word of a lie, because I've scribed this. If you swing at me, you're probably going to win. But do you trust me?
Yeah, he's lying.
I left it on top because it was another human.
Why are you lying?
A very famous human.
Oh, really? George Washington?
I mean, look, they've got very similar hair.
Barack Obama?
And that's going to be very funny in a turn's time or in a few moments' time when Beck swings at me.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be an interesting thing. Now,
How does one measure blappability? If it's got 3 or less toughness, it can be lightning striked, and that's pretty
Yeah.
blappable.
You need a bloppometer.
Lightning bolt.
actually, no.
I got a lightning bolt yesterday.
Did you?
Yep, just a lightning bolt.
Nice.
What you got, Beck?
I realized what I should do. And problem is I have a bunch of cards in my hand, and I'm like, what am I doing? No, okay, cool. It's this that I want to do. You're going to remain like that. We're going to tap these 2. And it's just because I can't tap Soul Ring. No, I'm going to leave one of these untapped. We're going to tap Soul Ring, but it's going to leave a colorless mana floating.
That's fair.
And I'm just going to play Sinister Starfish, which will allow me to tap it and Surveil 1.
Yeah.
Even though it will potentially have summoning sickness, I
Yes.
can still
No.
exploit it for Surveil.
Not at the
No.
moment.
No.
As soon as it becomes unsick, then you can start using that every turn.
Dude, I love that. It's Sigiled Starfish for
Yeah.
black.
He turned
That's
bad.
so good.
He's Sinister.
Yeah. There's this other brilliant
beautiful.
blue card called Sigiled Starfish, which is similar.
Oh, Beck's very familiar with Sigiled Starfish.
Yeah,
Am I?
because he's the fucking best card ever printed. That's
Because
why.
you bought me my first ever Magic deck, and it had a Sigiled Starfish in it.
Oh, yeah, but see, the thing is, I don't remember the first Magic deck I ever bought you.
There are hello, Upside Down Fairy.
Hello.
All right, Beck, what do you got?
Swinging at you with Marvo and the 3 spirits. So
All right.
it's swinging with 4 damage.
Remind us what Marvo does.
Marvo, whenever Marvo Deep Operative attacks, I clash with the defending player. When we clash, we reveal the top card of our library and then put that card on the top or the bottom. A player wins if their card had a higher mana value. If I win a clash, I then draw a card, and then I may cast a spell from my hand with mana value 8 or less without paying its mana cost.
Amazing. And that gets around all casting abilities. So you can cast a creature or a sorcery or whatever you want.
right now. So go.
So, both of us clash. I'm going to do it over into your area. So, whichever of us has the higher mana value, and I can tell you my mana value is 2. So, 3, 2, 1. Kylie Minogue.
Mine's a land.
I won.
I can't believe that you actually won.
Incredibly unfortunate. Would you like to put that on top or bottom deck?
Cycling is from my hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
Here's a swamp.
I'm
I'm-
discarding it. Oh, it's bottom of my library.
I am leaving Astrid on top because she's a human. She'll let me scry. And she also makes a food token.
My brain literally cannot understand the cycling part of it because I need to pay 2 mana to discard it from my hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 2 mana, draw a card. That's all it is.
Okay.
The other side of Astrid is whenever you sacrifice a clue or a food, which I'm probably going to do anyway, she explores.
Okay. Well, I'm still swinging at you for 4.
I'm blocking you, Commander.
Okay.
And I will take 3 in the air.
Okay.
Bing bong boom.
The 8 toughness doesn't do anything to Martha, does it?
Doesn't do anything.
Nah, it-
Unless you have a creature that says creatures attack with their toughness rather than their power, which is very fun, but
I'm going to find a way to get Marvo Death Touch.
Yeah, that's right. Poison octopus.
And then
you got 1 mana left.
with 1 mana floating and 1 black.
The floating disappears when you go to combat.
Oh.
He's right to know.
It's one of those weird rules that like you wouldn't learn unless you learnt it, so I don't blame you for not knowing.
Yeah, Bailey, it's your turn.
Did you want to cast something, or...?
I don't have anything to cast.
Yeah, sweet.
I didn't have anything to cast anyway, but just having my dreams snatched away from me like that, I was just like...
That'll do it. Yeah. There's only one way to learn them.
Draw for land.
You don't snatch.
See my planes. Better than your swamp.
Planes. It's kind of cool.
Dude, all the Doctor Who lands are so nice.
That is nice because I wanted.
All the basic lands have the TARDIS on them somewhere as well.
Yeah.
I've got a rules question.
Yes.
We know
We're
TARDIS.
sometimes good at those.
If a card exiles something with the condition that it is like somewhat, it's not attached to the card, but it.
Like exile it until blah 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 leaves
Until?
the battlefield.
If I do that to a commander, do you?
I have the choice to
respect
send it
you
to the
have
command zone. Yeah,
That's right.
The second the commander changes zones, I can use that as a
Yeah,
replacement
yeah, yeah.
effect. So,
Alright.
don't get me wrong, it's a good way to get rid of the counters on Rose, but like,
Yeah.
it
Because
wouldn't
she
be gone
will
forever.
technically leave the battlefield for long enough.
Yeah, I
So this-
wasn't sure if he got that choice with cards that do it or not.
Yeah.
He does indeed.
Bugger. Well, do I still want to do it? Probably.
Maybe.
Alright. Oh, I'm going to do everything I've ever hated.
The beauty of Commander Roulette, making Billy hate his
I'm
life.
playing Sarah Jane Smith.
Oh, she has 3 names, not just 2. Gosh.
Oh, it's ever so
And
close to
every
the
more
John
plain
Smith
than the
that I...
last.
It is. It's 3 basic names as well.
Oh, I wonder.
Sarah, basic. Jane, basic. Smith, even more basic.
Yeah.
It's a very common name.
It is. It's like a barbecue in the backyard.
He's a very uncommon man.
1
You
and
want puppies?
2.
Probably.
So, whenever you cast a historic spell, investigate. This ability triggers only once each turn. Would she trigger herself? I don't think it's going to matter.
No, she has to be on the
Lane,
battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do have your commander because legendary creatures are
Historic.
historic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've also got Trial of a Time Lord. So I need my
Meow.
2 white mana and another. And exile target non-token creature an opponent controls until Trial of Time leaves. Until Trial of a Time Lord leaves the battlefield. And that is the same ability for all 3 before it goes to a vote, and one of
Amazing.
them will die.
So what is what's the
bottom
final one?
So, starting with you, each player votes for innocent or guilty. If guilty gets more votes, the owner of each card exiled with Trial of a Time Lord puts that card on the bottom of their library.
And if the other vote gets more, they come back, right?
You know what?
Oh, it doesn't say?
Doesn't
So,
technically
in
say.
essence, yes, they will, because
In
once
essence,
that
nothing
resolves,
happens, yeah.
Saga goes to the
Yeah.
bin, and then they'll all return.
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of cool.
That is very fun.
Yes. Right, yeah.
All right, who would you like to target with your first Trial of a Time Lord?
Here's the thing.
Non-token, specifically.
Bang.
Fair.
Targeting that first.
Do I want to leave her under there because she'll come back in 3 turns?
Yeah.
That is your choice.
Because regardless, right, even if she dies, right, she moves from exile to the library and I can put her to the command zone.
Correct.
Does the
because
creature
it's
keep their
changing
tokens
zones.
if they exile?
No.
No, once tokens are not on the battlefield, they cease to exist.
Yeah,
So I'm going to leave it under there. I don't think I'm casting her anytime soon because she'll become 4 mana. I have other things I want to cast. So I'm cool to leave her and see
So you are-
when she comes back later.
You are.
Actually,
unable
one
to-
thing to clarify, Tom, is if we all vote the other way and this saga leaves the battlefield, then Rose Tyler will not change zones and therefore will remain in exile and she'll be lost forever, basically.
No, but if we don't vote, this disappears and then she comes back to the battlefield.
Oh,
If
right, yeah, it comes
guilty-
back. Got it.
Yeah. So either she comes back or she goes back to the command
Or
zone.
bottom of...
So I'm
Yeah, that's
I'm fine either way right now.
good call.
I'm just hoping Billy blaps some other people's stuff in the future.
But whenever you cast a historic spell, investigate, which triggers.
So you get
What does investigate do?
you get a clue.
Get a clue.
I got a clue.
Yeah, get a clue,
Historic.
Billy.
Historic is anything that is an artifact, a saga, or a legendary creature. I believe that is.
Yeah. They made more keywords to just reference already.
Actually, not legendary creature, legendary
Permanent.
and permanent. So it could be anything.
Actually, legendary spell.
Yeah, just casually that time the doctor was found guilty of genocide.
One time.
I mean, every 2
Oh,
weeks.
No, this was the only time he was found guilty.
Ah, okay, yeah. It
What,
can't
trial of the Time
possibly.
Lord?
Yeah, he killed all the Daleks. Remember when that happened?
Kind of.
And again.
Yep.
And then the next
That's a
season.
good philosophical question because Daleks are not robots, are they? They're,
No.
No,
they have
well,
souls.
They're creatures. They don't have souls.
I'm not going to say a Dalek has a soul, but it is a living creature.
Suppose you build a robot or an advanced AI, right? And in every way, every circuit of their neuron system resembles that of a human. And then
yes.
you kill that robot. Is that murder?
The Bicentennial Man.
Yeah, precisely.
With-
Except, Robbie Williams. Robin Williams.
Robin.
Sorry.
Bicentennial Man with Robbie Williams.
I'm doing all I can to be a robot man. The other one. The other robot man.
Someone has had to have made that joke before because that is genuinely brilliant.
I should have said to be a human man, I guess, because that's the story.
That's the entire
I mean,
point.
Robbie
Yeah.
Williams also needs to work on that. But
Yeah.
Great film. Anyway, the film answers the question because yes, he is a man by the end. Anyway, Billy, you doing anything else?
I'm not going to attack because I'm a good guy. And I would like
good
to enter my
guy.
end step in which everyone may draw a card. I will hold back from attacking myself.
I'm going to
oh,
refuse.
the restraint. The restraint.
The restraint.
Tom, do you want to draw?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm going for Billy this
Let's
turn.
punch Billy.
Get him, boys.
I don't want to attack you, so I'm going to draw a card.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, the boring side of the
It's
table.
more.
Shit side of the table.
Yeah, I have things I can do next turn, so we'll wait and see what happens. That's not a good laugh.
Look, it would have been better if I got to do that with this, but I didn't, and so we move on and make weird cackling noises. Ow! Tank! Ow! He just stabbed me with his freaking toenails.
I can't believe you didn't. Oh, that is my turn.
Yeah, no, I don't want your chips, Billy.
It's not very nice. They're yummy.
Yeah, true. Alright, I'll play a planes.
How plain of you. No, that didn't deserve a laugh.
That's some pretty cool stuff going on here.
Yeah.
No. This came from, like, the lame side of the table, so.
Yeah,
Hello.
lame.
There's like a
Lame.
dog between my ankles. What on earth?
Dog.
Put that dog in me.
That's my steel plume marshal. 3/3 flying bird. Whenever it attacks other creatures I control with flying, get +2/+2 until end of turn. So these effects are stacking on.
I would like to propose a diplomatic deal.
All right, what do you
If
got?
you attack me, it's actually a threat. Sorry, this is.
The best kind
Sorry,
of
if you attack me,
diplomacy.
I'm exiling this stupid bird thing.
Yeah, okay,
They're
that's
all stupid bird things, Billy.
yeah. One's a stupid bird, all's a stupid bird.
Chris, I'm fairly sure he's just going to exile it anyway.
Nah,
Yeah,
not if he doesn't
and
attack me.
In theory, you and I want our creatures back from under the time.
Exactly.
So, what happens if there's a tie?
Doesn't say.
If guilty gets more votes, so as long as you and I vote for innocent, then we'll,
Yeah.
we'll be fine. All right. Well, true to my plan,
Well.
I'm going to attack. Spread it around the table.
Well, heck.
I'm going to go one spirit at each of Tom and Beck, and my Kangi's lieutenant at Billy. So all of them will get buffed up by +1, and you'll each be taking 2 bird damage.
Got no flyers?
I also have no flyers.
Well, you do. They're just tapped.
Yeah, in your hubris.
I have no flyers that I can throw in front of his flyers.
So I take 2. Sorry.
Yes, that's right.
And I'm taking-
Spread
Well,
them
you
out.
know that wasn't that bad.
Apologies, how much am I taking?
2.
Well, that's not very nice.
Yeah, I know. That's the bird. That is in bird culture. That's considered a dick move. All right, +10 to you, Tom.
Alrighty then. Draw the Kylie.
P that T,
I'm going
baby.
to play a mountain. I remove a time counter from Rory. He's got one more turn till he ETBs, and I can find an Amy. But I'm going to cast the 10th Doctor. So reminder: whenever I attack, exile each exile cards from the top of my library until I exile a non-land card. Put 3 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. So I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to swing 3 at Chris.
No. 3.
Yep.
But only with a dastardly human. I believe it had.
Do I take,
I just tapped it, so it goes up to 4.
do I take 3?
Take 3 or lose your creature.
Yeah, I'll take 3. Go on. What's 3 life? I'm at 46.
Sorry, on attack.
What? When did that happen?
Well, I
When he cast that spell?
loads of life.
Oh, yeah.
I am playing a white deck.
Yeah, okay.
I exile cards from the top of my library until I exile a non-land card. It's an arcane signet.
Hey.
So it gets 3 time counters on it. And in 3 turns, I will have an arcane signet.
Woo! I know, just in time for that early game ramp. Wow!
And I'll pass a turn.
Is that like Super Mario?
Because this specifically says put 3 time counters on it. So at each upkeep, I will remove a counter from it.
So when it has time counters on it, it is forced to remain in
Exile. Yeah,
Exile.
It is suspended, it is in exile, it exists outside the game right now, but it will come back in the future.
It's coming.
What you got, Beck?
upkeep. That's what I got. When here, have draw.
Wahoo! Wahoo!
And I cannot stop getting swamps.
Schwamp! Oh, see, look what you've done. You've jinxed
I've
yourself.
jinxed myself. I also got. I was so mad that I lost the clash that I also got rid of the other thing that would give me blue mana.
Oh,
Hey, look, I've got a thing in here that I'm like, it needs black mana, so that's not the end of the world. It's still annoying.
A little bit annoying, and at the end of the day, we're all playing blue. There's enough blue mana at the table.
that's
You don't have to worry about
we
it.
are all playing blue.
Okay, so let's start with my own flyer. Tapping this for blue, tapping that for black, and we're playing the Dimir Spybug with flying and Manache. This creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. However, whenever you surveil, put a +1/+1 counter on Dimir Spybug.
God, what a
Took a
delicious
Spybug
card.
meta. Yeah. That was Guilds of Ravnica standard. Ugh.
Alrighty. Nope, hold on to that for now. Now, how can I surveil? So in this case, whenever you surveil, it's not however many cards I surveil, it's just the instance of me surveilling.
Yes, that's right.
But
It'd be cooler if it were the other way.
Yeah, right? Surveil X.
Yeah.
Did you play wrong?
only a little bit. Turns out I did have blue in my hand. I just forgot about it.
Quick, slurp it
Just
back.
play a different land. It's
Yeah,
fine.
go on.
Alright.
It's a full island. It's not even like it was a complicated card. Oh,
I know.
whoops! I had blue the whole time.
Yeah, because you know what I do? I hold my hand like this so I don't show
so you're-
everybody my cards.
Technically, you've only
show
got
everyone.
one card in your
Yeah,
hand.
there was only one card in my hand, and it was something that costs 9 mana, alright?
I guess you
Oh,
should have
well.
luck there, Beck.
Anyway, the point is that
It's not good for the rest of us.
The point is, I'm tapping that for Otherworldly Gaze, which is an instant, and I will surveil 3. I will look at the top 3 cards in my library. It does also have a flashback cost, so I may cast it for 1 mana and 1 blue mana to cast it from my graveyard and then exile it.
Nice.
Pretty decent.
So I'm surveilling for 3.
You know what that means for your Spybug?
Now, she can put those back in any order, can't she?
Yeah.
I can, yes.
Nice.
Or as many as you like into the bin.
That's true. Except the bin for my graveyard. I
Yeah.
think with my other commander, it's less graveyard, more second library.
Yeah. Yeah.
Classic Demir movements.
Well, if only we had a Bajuka Bog. Take that out.
Okay, I'm going to send Master of Death to the graveyard.
Okay.
Good call.
Just because he has an ETB, but it lets him... That didn't trigger.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit longer.
These other two I will leave on the top of my library, but in a different order in which they came out.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, do you want to read that out? The bottom part?
Yeah, that'll...
At the beginning of your upkeep, if Master of Death is in your graveyard, you may pay 1 life. If you do, return it to your hand. However, the reason why I'm not sure if that'll really work for me is because I'm paying a life, which I know I'm playing a black deck. I should just be slinging that stuff out like a cannon.
Yeah.
However, I'll return it to my hand and then play it. But when I play him out, I just surveil 2.
Yeah.
That's great. Everything about that's great.
Plus, then he's a creature, of course, so he can block and attack. And then if he ever dies, you can just keep
do it again.
bringing him back again and again. He's the master of death.
All right, fine.
No, you want him in your graveyard.
Yeah, chuck him in the bin, because you can easily catch him.
It's basically
next
an
turn.
extra card draw for 1
Oh,
life.
yeah, if he's in my graveyard. I misread it. I
Yeah.
misread it. Anyway,
All right, you get a 1/1 counter
got a
on the
1/1
flying
counter
button.
for Demir. My spy bug. Look at him. He's got summoning sickness.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, he does. Yeah, my bad.
Yep.
Surveil.
Oh, what's this?
Sweet. Trigger your bug.
Crap, where's 2? There it is. There we go. And then... he has summoning sickness, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he can still block.
You can still block.
Got it.
Hands out. No, octopus, no. Bad octopus.
I say no. Wait, I did just look at this. Give me a second.
Got some big thoughts, Beck.
I know how much mana that is.
Oh,
Whom are you
now,
gonna clash with?
now she's thinking with portals.
Yeah.
It's not really thinking with portals. It's more thinking who's going to have a land on top of their library.
Billy, classically, but you can't
hit me.
attack him.
No, I can't because we're
Yeah,
pieced. We're pieced
right.
this turn.
Because we're
Took the bait.
Because we're friends.
I can't remember if I scried for casting my commander, so I don't know what's on top.
If only you could look at the top card of your library at any time.
Oh, what a beautiful sentence.
I'm going to swing at Tom for 4, including with Marvo, which will cause us to clash.
All right, I'll block my elbow, of course, but it's on an attack trigger, so go. 2 mana.
2 mana.
Oh, you did.
What's the wording on?
says more. Thing.
Each clashing player reveals the top card of their library, then puts that card on the top or the bottom. A player wins if their card had a higher mana value.
No win for you, I'm afraid.
Nah, that's fine.
I'm leaving my Mind Stone on top because I like extra mana.
I've revealed that, so it will go face up.
Iron Stone.
It's a dogged detective.
Yeah, can I look at mine? Yeah.
So Marvo's being blocked. He's got 8 toughness, so it's going to take a lot to kill him with that. However, I believe you still take 3
Taking
flying
3.
damage.
Down to 32.
Beautiful. Second main combat phase, because that is
Post-combat main phase.
post-combat main phase.
I'll go on then.
Go on then.
Oh, a little cheeky post-combat main phase.
Oh, hello, sir. I wish you wouldn't do that.
He's a very silly boy.
Billy, how much do you want to be my friend?
Heaps.
Heaps? Okay.
Billy, the classic friendliest of all Nerds of the West members.
For 4 mana, I was hoping I could just play this straight from my hand, but it's a Ravenous Chupacabra.
Yay.
When Ravenous Chupacabra enters the battlefield, I destroy target creature an opponent controls. How much am I your friend, Billy?
I like to think a lot.
Yeah. Kill them, my steel plume.
Now I just keep
Marshall.
exiling Tom's creatures, and then we'll all say guilty.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I have 3 of his flying creatures. I could have had a flying commander, but I chose not to do that. Instead, I chose a sea-crawling octopus thing.
Hell yeah.
But the
Because
point
it's the
is,
cuter of the two.
the point is that you would think with his long tentacle arms he would have some reach. Nah, that shit don't go up, only out.
He can probably reach, but just like midway up the ocean. 'cause
Yeah.
He's just too far down.
Anyway, so we got to keep the birds in check.
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock wrote a whole movie about it.
Birds are bad.
Birds not great.
Birds bad.
That was the beginning of my upkeep. Nah, it's fine. Pass the turn.
All right.
Untap. Do your worst.
feel like I wanna smack you back as revenge.
Yeah,
Also,
real
you
revenge
only
indeed,
did
that's fine.
hit me for
I'm just
like
going to
2.
keep them sideways so I can see that they're here.
Yes,
Just make sure you keep your exile stuff.
I'm proud of it.
Oh, my exile stuff's going.
I shall draw for turn.
Yeah. Some people just do sideways to exile, so that's all.
I don't.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Billy's doing dumb things.
Come on, you know you want
Which is a
to.
rather good card.
Yeah.
Well,
Come here. Get your feet off.
I'm going to play my second commander out.
Hey.
So Leela 17 Warrior comes out. Whenever an opponent draws a card except for their first one, in each of their draw steps, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
Amazing.
It is specifically an opponent, so it can't be me. Shade. 1, 2.
Yeah, see, this is
3,
where we stop
4.
taking up your diplomacy.
Hear me out if you keep
Kitty.
taking up. Saga.
Yeah, that's right. At the beginning, so after draw step.
After draw step.
Yeah, start of your main phase. It goes on the stack.
This can make things unblockable. This is my commander.
I'm going to exile your other commander.
Get
Yeah,
these
fair.
though.
Oh, I have no incentive to let them come back now. That's the thing.
They're still just going to go to the command zone.
True,
Like, it works out the same way.
Yeah, but you have to play them again with mana, and that's.
Ew, mana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate using mana.
It just works out really nicely for all of you because, like, Billy's slowing me down. You can all speed up and kill Billy. It'll be great.
I'll then also pay Barbara Wright. Final 2 mana. She is a history teacher, and sagas I control can enter with road ahead, so I can choose when they start. That's it.
Pretty cool.
They're both legendary creatures, I believe, so you have 2 more clues.
It only triggers once, so I'll only get the one
One more clue.
I was just.
Okay. You can use negative counters because nobody needs those today, apparently.
But I've got +2 clues.
2 clues.
Now the question
Actually,
is
when you
whether I
divide
want to.
negative by negative, it becomes positive, right?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're...
Wait. Is division the same?
Maybe it is because division
No,
is
it's only
just
times.
multiplication.
I think it's how many times.
What?
No,
it'll be both.
If you divide a negative by a negative, it becomes positive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
right.
Billy's doing.
That's what they taught me in year 9.
Thought it was how many times. I don't know.
Well, time.
If you
They're
multiply
same.
a positive by a negative.
I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah, it's the same. Anyway, what's up?
Yes, math. I feel like I should swing. I've been too nice. And now no one wants to actually take up
right.
my niceties. So,
Well, it depends. I'll take up your niceties if you vote to give me my stuff back.
yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal.
We can do.
I shall swing with these 2 at Chris.
What am I looking at there?
You are looking at 4 damage to Commander.
All right, no blocks. I'm at 42 life. 2 commander damage from the second Doctor specifically.
Yeah, Sarah Jane Smith
has to
can
be from
suck
me.
it.
It is, yeah, per card.
Yeah, good luck tracking that, by the way.
Yeah, we might have to track that one separately.
Don't reckon it'll be a factor.
Never know.
He's just not going to swing.
We'll start tracking the other one when it becomes relevant.
Anyway, I will now move towards the end step, and I shall draw a card.
Are we agreeing on this deal? You'll give me my stuff back if I draw cards?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
All right, I'll draw an extra card this time. I'll leave you alone, Billy.
Yeah, I'll do it. I just want to get this one in my hands.
You're totally
I
fine.
believe you get 3 1/1 counters.
Yeah, I get 3/1/1 counts.
Hell yeah.
That's fine. It's only a 6/6.
The only thing to note is that it's a commander, so it would have commander damage.
I presume
Probably the only strong remember that.
draw for turn.
But you can forget it if you like.
We'll figure it out.
Who's a sweet boy?
I'm gonna play.
You're a sweet boy.
I'm gonna play Island, and then I'm gonna cast
Yay!
Isperia, Supreme Judge. I'm
This
gonna
game just got very
judge you.
interesting.
So whenever anyone attacks me, I draw a card for each of those creatures.
I love you.
So you can attack me. I'm not stopping you like Billy. But I will just draw cards.
You'll draw cards and Billy's creature will get bigger.
Billy's creature.
Billy has incentive to attack you.
Yeah, and for that reason, we're now good friends.
We're good friends.
And that's
Yeah,
on each.
Trilly is back.
No, that's the thing, right? It's on each creature.
Yeah, yeah.
So Billy swings everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross, gross, gross,
How
gross.
gross is that?
Like it's friends, but
Ma'am?
he has to attack
Yeah, of
you to
course.
get it.
yeah.
But like, I won't hurt him that
I'm
much.
gonna-
It'll just be for triggers.
Like a really big command.
I'm staying back on defense. I'm passing the turn to
Alright.
you, Tom.
I won't swing with this.
With this one.
Untap. Upkeep. Rory goes down to 0 time counters and enters the battlefield. Reminder, he is a 3/3 first striker lifelink, and he gets haste for this turn, and he partners with Amy Pond, so I will search for Amy before I draw my card for turn. And Arcane Signet goes down to 2. Mm-hmm. What's the odds Amy Pond's on top?
That's like a 10-year-old video now. God.
Gra-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah.
What was that?
It was some, like, Vine, I think. This guy was
The
trying
fact
to be...
vines are 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Not okay.
I could have dropped my croissant. Like,
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant. You don't want to play this game with me and Reese.
no. Yeah,
And
he's
Pond.
for chicken nuggets. Look at all those chickens. Give me back my hat, Jordan. Give me my hat back, Jordan.
What the fuck, Richard?
This is why Mom doesn't fucking love you. Oh, nice, Ron. Oh, I sneezed. I'm not allowed to sneeze.
Play a game called How Many Vines Has Beck Got living rent-free in her mind?
Free
Probably.
Shavakadu.
Hey, Shavakadu!
Yeah.
Would anyone like to cut my deck?
Yes. Give it to me.
All right.
Knife.
Yeah, just cut it right down the middle.
Did you see all those, like, did half of this memes? They were videos that made their way around TikTok, but they might have made their way to non-TikTok related things.
Daggers for Billy. He's not a TikTok fan at all.
I mean, it could have been Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah,
I've
probably.
seen them everywhere, but it's like, had half of my bag of, like, half my packet of Oreos. We'll eat the rest later, and then they would, like, change the camera angle, and it would be, like, literally the stuffed half. So I did see one where it's like, I cut my deck in half. I'm going to cut the rest of it later.
Yeah.
And it was a Magic deck that had literally been cut in half.
I've seen ones where people like have a baguette sandwich and they eat half of it lengthways and they're like, I'll put the rest in the fridge for later.
That's the joke.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
The worst one I saw was like a banana.
Oh no.
But they had gotten like one of the hole punch things. Like, so it was basically like a mesh banana.
Christ.
No.
That's gross. How do you even make that for the video? I
don't know.
God. That's terrible.
I'm going to play my Mind Stone. This is handles. Use a Cyberman head.
Sure.
I'm then going to pay... Which way do I want to do this?
That sounds like a you question.
This sounds like way more fun. And Beck's my best friend, so I've got to do it that way, right?
Where is Amy? I thought she came out on...
I know, she comes to my hand.
Okay.
But I am going to pay 2, specifically 2 blue. Moving this up to 5 time counters. For a flesh duplicate. It is a 0/0, and I may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield except it has Vanishing 3. If that creature doesn't already have Vanishing. So I'm going to copy Beck's commander
Oh my god, yeah.
and hopefully get some free spells.
Good call.
Okay.
This will have Summoning Sickness. And then for 3... do I think I get this going earlier rather than late. It's fine. It still will.
Is it a token?
No, it's a creature.
I didn't even think I could. I thought it was
You
going to be a
want to
token.
put your...
Yeah, put the 3 vanishing counters on.
Yeah,
there.
thank you. Please do.
They are time counters.
I'm gonna pay 2
I'd have more themed dice, but my dice are in my room.
for the moment. Now this says at the beginning of my upkeep, I put a time counter on the moment, and for 2 mana, I can untap 2 mana and tap the moment. I can untap a creature I control, and it phases out until the moment leaves the battlefield. For 3 and tapping the moment, I destroy each non-land permanent with a mana value less than or equal to the amount of time counters on the moment. So this is a board wipe I am saving for later.
And what's the condition on saving?
That I need a certain amount of time counters on there to be able to wipe things. At the moment, it will only wipe tokens.
Yeah, 0.
But each turn, the mana value increases by 1.
Yeah, so basically, if he chooses to activate it with 3 mana when it has 2 time counters on it, it only destroys things with mana value 2 or less.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
What type of card is it?
It's an artifact.
Legendary artifact.
I need to know that for reasons.
Don't ask too many questions. It's not important. But what was that again?
For no particular.
Yeah.
And with that, with my 3 creatures on the battlefield and not enough mana to sacrifice a clue, I think I'm going to swing it back for free with First Strike and Lifelink.
Bing bong. Hey.
So first strike means that even if I choose to block it,
He will deal damage first, and because all of your blocking creatures are less than 3 toughness, they will die, and I will gain 3 life. Or you can just let it through, take 3 damage, and I'll gain 3 life.
Yeah, that might be the best way to do it. Because, I mean, I don't really mind about the Chupacabra. It would, because would it only gain 2 life, or would it always?
No, it's called how much damage it deals, not how much damage the other creature takes.
Correct.
See, I have opinions about that, but I'll let it go.
Oh, yeah. You and Kai.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're not doing 3 damage if the thing only has 2 life. You're doing 2 life, and there's just 3 damage that just hasn't landed.
Let me phrase it like this. If a meteor falls from the sky and hits you, do only you get obliterated, or does the whole city get obliterated? All right,
We're not talking about the
the meteor.
All I'm saying is Rory Williams is a real nice meteorite.
Yeah.
I will take the 3 damage.
All right.
I will maintain my opinions.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No matter how wrong they may be.
Look, I've had
Yeah,
a bunch of those today.
Unfortunately, if it worked that way, Trample wouldn't work. So,
Yeah, that would be silly.
that is my turn. Becky may do the things.
No, see, I still disagree. All right. At the beginning of my upkeep, if something's in my graveyard,
Hey.
my hand.
All right, pay 1 life.
and I pay a life to do so. Yeah.
Can you interrupt damage step to
Gary.
get counters on it and then it survives? The same way
You'd have to do so
same way
during
you can
combat.
survive.
Yeah.
You go negative health, technically.
Yeah, before damage is dealt, you have a chance to deal to cast spells.
Oh, I should use 2 hands to untap.
Not a good idea, Gary.
He is looking.
He does it every time both of us are in here. He did it for Coffee Rush.
Yeah.
He was like, he was eyeing up behind that. Oh.
Oh no, this is bad. He is really.
He's currently
Gary.
knocking himself on a cord. Wait. Shut up.
It is his dinner time. I'll go.
No, it isn't. He's been fed.
He's been fed?
He's been fed.
Piece of shit. I hate that guy.
He's a liar.
Garbage animal.
He's a
How's cats
liar.
for
He's
you?
a cheater. He's a non-believer.
Now he's just eyeing off Billy.
He's already got a food token. He needs to be put in the oven.
You wouldn't jump on me.
Okay.
You've changed.
You wouldn't. You changed. Alrighty. Hey, guess what? I
You got the things?
gotta wait. I did my.
You got the juice?
Did I draw for turn? No, I didn't.
Yeah, at some point I draw a land. I probably should
Because-
play it.
You
Yeah.
pull the other guy back to the hand
End
instead.
step.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
can't
No,
really.
yeah, you can't do it then.
Aha! That's right. You were in my hand. Oh,
board
there's
No.
so much
I
to do.
implore you to board wipe. Please. There's too much crap going on.
And I'm the crapper.
You fail to understand, Chris.
Billy.
I've crapped the biggest.
Billy is the crapper. I can't believe that was his name.
Hey, Thomas Crapper.
Thomas Crapper.
Yeah.
So what? The guy who invented the toilet.
The flushing toilet.
That's amazing.
That's where
Right?
Is that why we call it a crap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it's actually a.
All right,
Delightful
interrupting
name.
this shit talk.
Yeah, literally.
Uh,
Got him.
God damn.
excellent. That's exactly what I needed. We're going to surveil 1
Go ahead.
with my sinister starfish.
Oh, Gary, come on, dude. Come down. Or at least do a flip. Like,
Going back now. No, there's no problem. Gary, stop.
I don't want to watch.
Yeah, I get it. Just. Oh, he tried to get it. I can't look. I can't. He's gonna kill
Gary.
Gary,
Thomas
take the
doesn't know
turn.
basic.
Yeah.
Take the cat.
I'm trying. All right, so that was a surveil, which means that my Dimir Spy Bug goes up by 1. It is now a +3/+3/1/1 with flying and Menache.
And Menache.
And Menache.
Just in case you wanted to block it.
Or 4 with menace.
Yeah.
Good thing they can't be attacked.
I am going to Soul Ring to add in a Talisman of Dominance, which is an artifact that adds a colorless mana, or if I choose to have it be colored, it will deal a damage to me. Yes.
Get the ramp on.
The deck is ramping so hard.
Sure
A little
is.
bit.
Not even a green deck and you're ramping.
Yeah. I realize now I didn't play a land for turn. However,
You can still do that.
I may. The only thing that's a little annoying.
For those watching at home, Gary is still up high. He is just no longer doing the thing where he might neck himself on the cable.
That's
Which,
right.
I mean, look.
He is instead just resting dangerously close to the power button on the PC that this stream is.
Fortunately, the power button for the PC is like on it.
Like angle.
It's entirely possible one day, and I will eat my words that Gary will step on that. But it is like indented into the computer and on an angle. Like he has to specifically put his feet into the crevice, which is not a cat thing to do.
Oh, they're always plotting, cats. You never know.
All right. Well, you know what? I've probably just got things out.
Inconspicuously, I should like to check that artifact of yours, Tom, for no reason other than that I'm interested.
I am simply curious.
Gotcha. So is there a way in your deck to ramp time counters on other things?
No, never. Not at all. No.
My commander doesn't. It cost me 7 mana, but he doesn't.
Alrighty. The question was, I'm going to surveil, but how? So for 3 mana with 1 blue and 1 black, I am playing the Master of Death. He allows me to surveil 2. Now, I did actually surveil the top card. However, now I get to see the card that's underneath it and decide if the card that's underneath it is better.
Nice.
Surveil says...
That card's not real yet, is it?
No, it is.
It's
Yes,
real.
He's real.
It's just at the end of its countdown, it becomes not a thing anymore and it goes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's like
sacrificed.
got
So it's going to disappear on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inverse of a suspend counter is a really, really great way to put it.
Yeah.
All right, that was another surveil for the Demir Spybug, which means it's now a 1/1 with +4/+4.
I like a big.
I like them drunker. I know what this is. Statistically.
Look, it hasn't worked out with me so far.
Look, it hasn't.
So do it again.
Yeah, we might have to just run the reel again. See, the problem is I've considered attacking you, Chris, because you do have the most life, and I think we've learned this lesson before, that if we leave you alone for long enough, it just winds up not working for everybody.
True.
The only problem is that the Demir Spybug only being a +5, like a 5/5 currently with its counters, shush, only being a 5/5 with its counters means that the 2 things you would likely block it with will definitely kill it.
Yeah,
Because
that would be if I chose to.
I struggle to remember the rules of blocking because I can't remember if your toughness is what.
Yeah, toughness is for... So, for example, if you did attack and I chose to block with my commander and a spirit, they'd D7 to yours and it would die. You would get to choose where the 5 damage from your bug goes, and I presume you would go 4 and 1, and you would kill both of mine. Yeah. So the owner of the creatures decides where the damage goes.
Yeah. For what you've gotten confused about in the past, it is still the power of the creature that deals damage to your creature.
What if we kill the guy with the board wipe?
It's not a board wipe yet.
Yeah.
Especially if you're out of the game.
It's not a board wipe, yeah.
No, it's not really a board wipe.
Can you attack Billy this turn?
No, she drew a
we can't.
card.
Yeah.
I believe I drew a card on the last time. That we did.
every
You
time,
did,
because I
because it's got 3
Yeah,
counters.
we got greedy,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. We didn't get greedy. It's just we decided to let this last one go before.
All I'm saying, Billy, is when I'm dead, they're both coming at you.
Yeah, no, that's the problem.
So keep dealing with my shit. It'll be fine.
Okay, well,
If he blocks, he loses his commander. That's the big
yeah,
problem.
and that's kind of what I'm wondering. I know that it's no fun for me to just not do anything.
You got all those surveil counters. You should absolutely hit someone in the face.
But it's blind, so even if you don't
We
attack,
could strike.
I'm not entering my combat step. I am playing one more card.
copy.
It's a sorcerer. It's Notion Rain.
Hey.
It surveils 2. I then draw 2 cards.
Oh, delicious.
I know exactly what it does. It does deal 2 damage to me to do so. However, the reason why it's relevant is because now that takes the Dimir Spybug up to +5/+5.
Yeah, so a 6 powered bug.
It's currently a 6/6. I'm going to swing with.
Do your surveil and your card draw
you
first.
get card
yeah.
draw, bro.
Well, I'm just going to draw them because I already know what they are.
Fair.
Okay.
All right, what's coming at who?
Oh my god, there's so much stuff. All right.
Still something fishy about that artifact there, Billy. I don't know if I really nailed it down, but something's got to give.
Wasn't that a 90s movie? Okay. Now, here's the thing. Okay, so we're going to swing at Chris this turn.
No, she
I
killed
know.
the doctor.
You have summoning sickness. I'm going to swing at you with the 3 spirits you gave me, with Marvo, who's a 1/8, and with the Dimir Spybug, who has Menache flying and is currently a 6/6.
Well, the first thing that we have to do is clash.
Yes.
So, on the count of 3, oh no!
Just casually.
So we have Grave Titan from Beck and
Hey, but
Soul
you
Ring.
got a soul ring.
Well, he puts it back on top, but we know it's coming.
You can put it back on top, or you can put it on the bottom.
I don't even know if I really want this.
I mean, you're also about to draw 3 cards. Sorry,
loads of
1, 2, 3,
cards.
4,
Yeah,
5 cards.
I'll chuck it back on top.
Okay, so
Actually, I think I fucked up because upon attacks, my triggers should go on the stack above Beck's, and that would have affected that clash.
Would they? Wouldn't Beck choose what order they happen?
Beck's the active player, so
Yeah.
hers goes on the stack first, and I'm a non-active player, so in turn order, mine then go onto the stack, and resolving
Yeah.
top to bottom, I ought to have drawn those cards before clashing, so I kind of cheated. That's why.
It's fine.
Sorry. But
Draw your
anyway,
5.
We'll call that. You won the clash. I'll draw bloody 5 cards. One.
Billy's creature will get 5
I
1
have a bigger
counters.
counter.
Yeah.
how big is bigger?
Oh, he's going to need a d20.
A big one.
The big.
I mean, do you know where my paperweight is, Tom?
I'm not going to put that on cards.
So,
You're not going to put that on your cards.
I'm not going to put that on anyone's cards because I'm not a jerk.
would you like to play a card with 8 converted mana cost or less?
Alrighty, let's have a look.
Well, there is that Grave Titan she just drew.
Yeah, and that
That
conveniently,
stays on the top of my library, not from my hand.
It's
and this is
whenever you win a clash, draw a card.
you may draw that Grave Titan. And if you indeed wish to play that card for free,
I can't remember what Grave Titan does. Is he based on
2 zombs every time at ETB or attack.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Ooh.
It's pretty good.
Damn, boy.
Death in form and function is the flavor text on that.
That's some good flavor text.
That is.
So I just want to understand something. I've now swung at you, and the attack triggers have simply happened now, and we're
Yeah.
finishing the attack triggers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a dick. We're gonna play the Dogged Detective, because when Dogged Detective enters the battlefield, I surveil 2.
Oh no.
Play it.
Which means that the Dimir Spybug is going from +5/+5 to +6/+6.
And what's the second half of that?
Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you may return Dogged Detective from your graveyard to your hand.
Pretty decent.
Because he's a Dogged Detective. He won't be given up.
It's coming back all day long.
He's a dog to Daisy, voiced by Charlie Sheen in Food Fight.
That became scary.
Yeah, I know.
You
right?
should target some of her stuff, hey.
No, me and Billy are friends.
Yeah. We're the boring side of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, how boring can you be wearing that sick merch?
Yeah, true, yeah. You're the schnazzy side.
I need to create a
And
look.
you literally get out.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not bad, it works.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't see it for shit, but it works.
Yeah, just twist your spine a bit more.
Alright.
And Billy's dead.
Just marching this.
Yes.
Right along.
I'm now to block, am I?
Yes, this needs to be blocked twice. It is 7/7, Menached. This is merely a 1/8, but he tough. And then these are 3 individual 1/1 flying spirits.
I'm going to block your commander with my commander, and neither will die, hopefully. And then I'm going to double spirit block your spy bug, and mine will just get evaporated, but your spy bug is fine. All good?
Yep.
All right. Oof. And I'll take a 3 damage down to 39, guys. I'm below 40.
Hey! Chris is playing the same game as us now.
Oh, I hate you guys.
Oh,
Big jerks.
That's right.
that was a turn, wasn't it?
You did good.
Second main phase, right?
Yeah.
Life turn.
It's just to sneak it in.
Understandable.
Hang on, I'm just gonna.
Hi, Billy.
Go, Billy, go.
Dun, dun, dun.
I just want to
Untap
check.
all my stuff.
No one has any, like, at the beginning of your end step things?
Not right now.
I will.
Billy will.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure.
I will draw for turn.
And after you draw, you get to exile another creature for the
Exile
final
another
time.
Creature.
While Billy's having a think, I'll just answer Morgan's question from 10 minutes ago. Well, we can get button covers, specifically for preventing kids and pets from turning your computer off. We've actually had to activate something on Tom's computer, which basically
Deactivate.
deactivate the function where the power button turns off the computer. Because any OGs will possibly remember some streams where Tom's computer just shuts down.
Classic
And it's
gaming
'cause-
maneuver.
Tom's computer is a big thing, but the power button is right on top, and it's pretty much just a landing zone for Gary's foot.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is free reign to attack Chris.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, you give me that card draw, bro.
If he exiles it.
I've got a couple decisions.
Billy making choices that impact other players.
Oh my
Crazy.
god.
What a guy.
So I can exile something here and then swing unheavily hard on someone. Like,
What on earth?
you would block. You would have to block me.
I think anyone would block.
Anyone in their
a-
right mind would block.
Yeah, yeah.
It is literally half the commander damage someone needs to take.
Yeah. Yeah. But could I make it so someone can't block?
Theoretically, it would be very funny to do that.
Would be very fun.
Oh, you're fun.
But if I swing, everyone swings on me. And I don't think I like that. I don't like that.
But Billy, if you can kill us before we kill you, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
think
but
it's
there's 3 of you.
I'm
Billy,
learning.
it doesn't matter.
I'm learning how to play 4-person commander, and one thing I am learning is that everyone is a threat.
Do you want to keep drawing
Threat
cards?
assessment is hard.
Do you want to keep drawing cards?
Yeah, why not?
We could be a team.
Just mill them in.
You could also leave that on the field
I'm
and then swing
actually-
at Chris, and then your creature would get bigger for having swung at Chris.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll think about that.
Look, here's the thing. That Leela's now an 11, so I'm done giving that more. I'm done with that.
I agreed to draw at least one more time, so you'll give me my stuff back.
It's true. It's true. Well, given the upsetting threat, I'm going to exile the Demir spy book.
He loses his counter, so yeah.
Yeah.
He goes back to being a little 1/1 baby. You come back to me.
Yeah, it will, because now
again,
you
I swear
both say
We'll both vote
you're good
for it.
regardless. Then after that, I can drop my land. So it is Waterlogged Grove, so I can pay 1 life to get mana, or I can sacrifice it to draw a card.
That's all right.
7 mana. Huh?
Yes, hello, Tank. You good?
Yeah, I'm just seeing where reflections are coming from because I can't stop myself.
Clearly it's Shara Jane Smith.
Sarah Jane Schmidt.
Sarah Jane Smith,
I didn't
she.
realize she was foiled. I should have because of the wicked bend on your card, but
Thing.
Well, she's the. Her and the 4th Doctor are like the OG commanders for that deck.
it does say Doctor's Companion.
Yeah, but so do like 8 other cards in that deck. It's a tough choice, knowing what to run. Not for me. I knew I was always going to be running Rose and 10.
Y'all
Yes.
are gonna hurt me for this.
Oh, it's going to be real funny though.
Hero's Podium for 5 mana. Each legendary creature I control gets +1/+1 for each other legendary creature that I control.
Jesus Christ.
So all your creatures have +3/+3.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you believe it? Every main character in the Doctor Who show is a legendary creature.
Like, you're not wrong. What do you need?
I was just going to use a counter on
Oh, yeah.
that card rather than a counter on everything.
That's fair.
So that I don't have to struggle.
Yeah, a little bit of maths reminder.
I'm just okay. So it's a mana value you pay.
Is there a second half to the spell?
If you pay X mana and tap this, look at the top X cards of your library. You may reveal a legendary creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
I'll be honest, I didn't even read that.
Reading the second half of the card explains the second half of the card.
Sure does.
But
But I
it's-
was thinking of all the swinging I get to do.
Yeah, but the other, like, you could technically do that now, although you would spend all of the mana you currently have.
Yeah.
It's a nice little way to spend extra mana. Cycle through your deck and hopefully get more legendary creatures.
Yeah, you don't have enough mana to combine it with your clues, your hero's podium, and your.
That's true. Attacking a clue is also good for him. Anyway, Billy, who are you swinging at?
I was just going to sacrifice a clue first.
Fair.
Doom. And I guess I don't have a gun.
The extra.
Draw a card. Does that trigger draw a card? It's an opponent only.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That's a legendary creature.
Yes, so it would have made a clue.
It doesn't.
No, legendaries at all. So a legendary artifact. Well, it's an artifact as well,
Oh.
so it's already historic. It's not doubly historic.
Okay.
So you're still on 2 clues.
I get my clue back. Sick. And now I will move to combat. And for the sake of the fact that people are going to swing at me anyway, I'm going to swing everything at Chris.
Blimey. Wow. I've got some math to do.
So
Oh,
the triggers happen first, right?
Yes, that's right.
So you will get 4 cards.
I will. Any of your triggers on
I don't think I
attacks?
have attack triggers.
Only when other people
moment.
draw cards.
Right, I'll draw 4 cards. So I am drawing my second card for turn.
Yep.
Something over there. And then I'm
that's me.
also drawing
No, Dex got one as well.
4.
But it's when it returns it to her hand, so it doesn't matter right now.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm sorry, what's
So
happening?
that's +4.
Chris is drawing 4 cards.
Okay.
So 12.
So many cards.
Because remember, we don't have a hand limit.
You'll lose that if you block that creature.
That's the
but-
problem, yeah. I'll keep him alive then. All right.
So they've all... That's an 18.
Yeah.
18,
I think I
commander.
know what I'm blocking.
Doesn't
That's
have
a-
trample, unlike other
yeah,
grand bullshit.
yeah.
That's a 5-1, a 5-7, and a 4-7? 4-6.
That second Doctor commander damage might actually come into play, so we're going to need to track both commander damages on you. Right now, though,
It has
it's
been
just
2
the
so
second.
far.
It's 2 so far, but now he's on
Yeah.
7.
All right.
If he lets it
I'm
through.
just going to block here with my bird
Yeah.
and here with Asperia, who I believe... Is it getting +4 or more?
It's going to be a 4-7.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll go here so I can at least kill your Sarah Jane Smith with
Yeah.
my 6-powered creature. And I'll be taking however much that is.
9. No.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah.
3.
Maths.
9 total.
Yeah, the problem is I cannot speak to where you guys are getting these numbers from. It's
That's fine. Just trust us. It's 1 damage, 2 damage, plus 6 damage is 9 damage.
Right.
You are up to 7 commander damage from John Purley.
It really will come in.
Yeah.
Clutch.
So Sarah will go away.
That dies.
So both of yours.
Yeah,
and
Billy's tapped out.
Hey,
Um,
I don't think I need any more cards from you, Billy,
and
by
this
the
will
way.
be down to 2.
That's pretty good.
So, if anyone would like to draw a card, we're entering the end step.
No.
I mean, only if you've got creatures with haste, right?
In my blue-white deck? Yeah, sure. Nah.
I'm passing on that opportunity.
no, thank you, but thank you for the offer.
What a nice guy.
Nah,
just that
it's
nice
okay.
little Billy guy.
I actually want to preserve my library more than anything. So I feel like I'm going to draw all of it.
What am I doing? Please stay tapped.
Yeah. All right, Chris, what you got?
Cool. All right, untap. Draw for 10. Woo. All Alright, I'm going to go with the planes. Then I'm going to cast my boy, Soul Ring. There he is in all his glory.
Beautiful.
Kill.
Yeah, guys looks really happy or really sad.
It's the kind of thing where I don't often play black decks.
So she's real sad.
No.
You discovering why I like playing black decks?
Yeah.
Yeah, my stuff
I've
is
got a
so
real
dead.
disgusting combo in my hand right now.
I'm so keen to see it. It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna need to figure out how much mana it needs. Hold on.
One, two, three, four, five. I'll hammer its archive.
Oh, bang.
Whenever I draw an unnatural card, I get to draw again. And whenever I gain life, I get to gain life again. So it doubles up on pretty much all of my resources. That's why I'm worried about decking.
Yeah, fair.
I just need
Very,
to.
very fair.
I'm just gonna double check something real quick. If we got rid of the second Doctor, you would
Have to discard.
have to discard
Yes.
down to 7
On his
Yeah.
end step.
on his end stuff. Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
yes.
so he'd have a turn to play or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I have Thought Vessel, which says you have no maximum hand size.
There it is.
And it taps for colorless mana. So now, no, it doesn't matter.
Are you tapping that?
I am for colorless, and I'm tapping this for white because I'm casting Sunset Revelry. So if an opponent controls more life than me, I gain 4 life, which will double to 8. If an opponent controls more creatures than I do, which is all of you, I get to create 2 1/1 humans. And if an opponent has more than 11 cards in hand, which I presume no one does, I would get to draw a card. So that doesn't work.
No.
So I gain 8 life and make 2 soldiers.
It's better than nothing.
Sure is.
Do we call Doctor Who? No, because Billy's also playing a Doctor Who deck.
It's true.
It's a crossover episode. It's a time stream episode.
Time.
It's the 2 doctors.
And I will pass the turn.
Let's go.
Even the second Doctor.
Untap.
Yes. Do that
Upkeep.
cheap.
Flash duplicate goes down to 2. 2. The moment goes up to 1. I can now kill everything of 1 mana value or less. An Arcane Siggy goes down to 1.
Siggy butt brain.
That's
Okay.
a fun card.
I had to read this a bit more, and it's not as disgusting as I thought it was. Human.
Not going to use it against me, are you?
It's an everything, everyone, everything thing, Billy. It's indiscriminate. It's just black, man. There's
Better not be that fucking exile card.
it's just a deluge.
Delugi.
I'm going to go to No, I can scry first of all. Alright, that's going to help. I'm going to play... We saw her, we love her. It's Nicole Kidman, Astropeth. Whenever she enters the battlefield or attacks, I create a food token. But also, she is a human, so I'm going to scry one.
What gets you scrying ability again?
My Path of Ancestry.
Right.
I am going to leave that on top. It's not the most mana value, but it's decent. That creates me a food token.
Just saw that in your hand.
What, the same card?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's how that works.
Okay.
Fish fingers and custard.
Nice.
And then I would like to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to suspend dinosaurs on a spaceship. It is a 7/7 vigilance trample. Other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance and trample. Whenever a time counter is removed from dinosaurs on a spaceship while it is exiled, create a 2/2 red and white dinosaur creature token with flying and haste. So this is this over here with 4 time counters on it. And for the next 4 turns, I will get some dinosaurs.
Anyone with a board wipe, keep in mind his suspends
Don't
are
affect.
broken.
Did you put a counter on your clock
I did
tower?
not. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to get
6.
the right kind of time counter because we're
I appreciate
keeping them on theme with D12s.
Yeah. Time counters.
And then I would like to go to combat.
I accidentally picked the D12, but 12 is a part of time.
12 is a part of time.
Shut up.
What does that even mean? Double rainbow.
Have you drawn a
it's not
card
a part
in
of
the
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if
Only
it
one.
is, but
Only the one for 10.
goes into 65 times.
It does.
And there's 60
And
seconds in a
5
minute
is the
and 60
number of-
minutes in an hour.
Yeah. And Dead Ants sounds like the Pink Panther theme song.
Dance.
Yeah.
Dance. Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys. I am going to swing at Billy for 6
You're gonna regret that.
and Chris for 1.
For one, hey.
Yeah.
I
However-
do have 2 hangmen apparently that are.
We are going to clash.
Oh yeah.
Because the
Because
flesh duplicate
Is a copy of
Marvo.
Vex Commander. So,
True.
what have you got?
I'll show you right now.
1. Hey, I win! This is Jenny Generated Anomaly. She's also David Tennant's wife. So I will win. I will get to draw this card and then cast a spell from my hand with 8 power, 8 mana or less, and that you can choose to go to top or bottom.
13.
I'll put generous gift on top.
Your little gremlin over here.
Yeah.
Storm count is at 2.
I'm sorry, the storm count, huh?
Storm counts at 2.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm going to be casting the Parting of the Ways, which is a 6 mana spell. Exile the top 5 cards of my library. For each non-land card exiled this way, put a number of time counters on that card equal to its mana value. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. And the second part of it is I get to time travel, then I time travel, which would be to remove 2 time counters or add 2 time counters to anything that has it. And the third part, for each opponent, destroy up to 1 target artifact that player controls. So right now, I'm going to exile the top 5 cards of my library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a single card from that because that is 4 lands.
I guess that's what you're picking then.
I don't know. You might want to pick that Myriad Landscape.
No, I can't. Non-land cards. Oh my god. Sorry, I don't take it seriously. Put a number of time counters on it equal to its value. The only card I got is Ecstatic Beauty, which is basically exactly the same thing. Exile the top 3 cards of my library. You may play one of those cards until end of turn. Put 4 time counters on each of those cards that has suspend.
You may play those cards until end of turn.
Yeah.
Not one of them.
But you may play those cards. Thank you.
Yeah.
These are in exile. I would have liked some extra lands, but it don't matter. This goes out with 3 time counters on it.
So you played that but didn't draw it.
No, it was exiled.
Didn't draw
Straight
it.
to
You put
exile.
it Straight to exile.
Dumb.
Straight to jail.
Stupid.
This is not the deck for your board state.
Oh
skills,
god, there is
Tom.
so much stuff.
Would you like a non+1/+1 counter
No, that's
for
all right.
your saga?
Thank you.
What if it's a caltrop?
A caltrop. Oh, the D4.
D4.
Yeah.
No.
And now Billy has 6 damage coming at him, and Chris has 1 damage coming.
I took the 6 damage.
Took the 6,
I guess I'll take 1 and go to 37.
and I gain 3 from Rory.
You don't want to stop that damage from going?
Nah, I'm saving these humans, man. I need to block something a bit more impactful.
Just a little bit. And I will pass the turn.
Why?
What does this come down to?
Okay, it is now the beginning of my upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure it's not relevant to anything, because he needs to be in my graveyard for it to be relevant. And that's the second card.
No, sorry, I did draw 1 extra card.
Ah, yeah.
You drew 1 extra. I already did.
Oh, you already did that one? Cool.
Yeah.
So, making sure we're on top of things.
Yeah, you were busy, but I called him a gremlin for it, because he went, yeah, and then changed it.
That's the exact noise I make at midnight when I'm hungry and I go to the fridge.
But you don't get fed after midnight.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a creature. I just don't do anything with it. You're my zoo animal. All right.
So depending on what Beck's got, it's probably a good idea for her to board wipe now. Because because I'm fairly sure Billy's deck has a heroic intervention in it.
It's, it's a tough one.
Heroic intervention.
It gives all your creatures indestructible.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can just slay
Yeah,
them.
I've got that. Yep.
That's the one.
I was just cranking.
Lols jokes.
Lolsies, haha.
It's a prank.
It's one of those things where I have what feels like a wombo combo in my hand if I were to have enough mana. However, there's some wording on it that then has me going, this might be a 2-turn wombo combo, and so there's no guarantee that it's going to be relevant to me.
That's fair. I'm happy to help if you want to. You also have 9 mana.
Hear me out. He has a board wipe. We should kill them both.
Yeah.
I have a board wipe that currently kills everything worth 1 mana or less.
Yes.
He can make it go faster. He's lying
It
to
will be up to 4 mana next turn.
you. See?
What's going on, Situated
That's
Care?
everything.
And Shane Ramsey for committing to the Ticket to Ride.
Dude, I think Shane might be on his 4th rewatch, which is impressive for 24 hours of content.
I was going to say, that is a bloody long series of streams.
I'm drawing my first card for turn before Billy gets all gremlin on me.
Yeah.
Billy the Mogwai.
Billy the Mogwai.
So was Mogwai his name, or was that the species?
No, it is the species.
Gremlin.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if you want to wombo combo someone, I can take the other one out. And then we'll deal with whatever else happens after that.
Look, I have to start with something else first, so let me just do some counting.
I guess you can surveil.
3. No, it's not that.
Surveil means you draw.
Yeah. Drawing cards has got to be good.
Surveil doesn't mean she draws, unless the card says.
Surveil just, it's a scribe,
Right.
but instead of putting it at the bottom of my library, I can put it in the graveyard.
They all say draw. They all do it.
Sure.
They always do.
They always
Okay.
come back.
So to help with this, I'm going to pay an extra land for turn. You good, bud? You want to, before I actually see what it is, you want to pick up your hand there, bud?
That's not bad.
That's his lands.
Just his lands. All right. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I was land flipping.
Man, flipping tech deck. Tech deck stream when?
Well, never.
I probably don't need to do as much as I think I do. I'm overthinking it.
Yeah.
So we'll start with
Doesn't work.
Two.
You're gonna get that like finger juice on it.
4.
That's why I did it with a fake card.
Alright, Beck, what you got?
Oh, I'm not done yet.
That's fine. You casting a spell.
Drawing any cards?
6. Sit down, Billy.
Get your gremlin ass out of here.
Okay. So I'm playing the Everflowing Chalice. Something I've had in my hand
Yeah.
since pretty much the beginning of the game. So it was a 0 cost, but I needed extra mana for it. And the reason why is because it's a multi-kicker. I may pay an additional 2 any number of times as I cast this spell. I have paid 6 to cast it, which means I've paid 6, yes, which means it's been kicked 3 times. So it'll enter the battlefield. Enter the battlefield with a charge counter on it for each time it was kicked. When I tap it, I add colorless mana for each charge counter on the Everflowing Chalice. Right.
3 extra mana, just like that.
3 extra mana. Just like that. Now, what's the highest toughness on the field besides Marvo?
My mother.
Yeah, the other Marvo copy.
No, Billy's 18.
Oh yes,
19.
I totally forgot your 18 toughness creature.
Yeah, my 18.
19,
That
19.
actually deeply upsets my plans.
No, it's less now. It is. Sorry, it's still 18. 18. Yeah, you lost one
it's getting
creature. Yeah.
Bonus.
But
Lost a creature, added a counter.
it says 16 on his card. Like, y'all are talking in like...
Sorry.
That is
Yeah,
also
all
good.
right, I'm with you now. I'm with you now. I'm with you now. Okay.
There's like 100 cards on this table, Beck. One of them is doing something.
Love that. Love that, Shane.
All right. Life's too short for me to live entirely in secrecy, but I have a Toxic Deluge.
Oh, I hope you like paying 18 live.
I didn't want to pay 18 life. I actually wanted to max out at about 7 so
Hear me
that
out.
Marvo could stay alive.
Yeah?
I'll promise not to attack you. As long as you don't end up attacking me this turn. Or board wiping me.
Billy, this is a board wipe.
No!
It's not a whole...
It's not an entire board life because Leela will remain alive for this.
Huh. That's
acceptable.
bad for everyone.
Except for you and me.
Oh, because our two toughest.
Because I'm going to play Toxic Deluge.
Do you want to
Because
swing first? Because all your stuff will die.
that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
I was trying to... So the reason... Yes. Thank you. It's
Swing it,
one of
Billy.
those things where I keep forgetting there's a second main phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sequencing matters. Learning the game. You got this.
Doing well.
Look, I'll be upfront and honest. If you do swing at me, on my turn I'll exile your creature and hit you with Leela.
Okay.
Except
I'm-
she'll be getting this creature back as well.
Yeah, they'll all
I'll
go.
exile them both.
Do
Okay,
it.
so this is currently worth 3 mana, which means I have 3, 4, 5, 6,
I don't
7.
negotiate.
I don't negotiate with
The
terrorists.
negotiations were short.
It appears I may be the one not to negotiate with, but
All right. Well,
Public enemy number 1, I think they call that.
Marva will not be attacking this turn. He'll be staying here. I will swing at Chris with my 3 1/1 flying spirits.
No.
Meow. 1. You're tapped out, Billy. Look at you all tapped out over there.
yeah, it's when it's my turn that I'll do things.
Swinging at Billy with the Chupacabra for 2.
Right on.
Huh?
You didn't say who you're attacking that one with.
Oh.
Also Billy.
Obey your master.
Actually,
Master.
Dogged Detective and Master of Death are swinging at Tom for 5.
Oof.
Okay, so Tom's
Okay.
getting hit with 5 on the ground. Billy's getting hit with 2 on the ground. They're coming at you for on the ground, and then Chris, you've got 3 1/1s coming at you in the air.
That's all right. I shan't block, so I'm going for 34. Billy.
I cannot block.
I'm not blocking just in case you are bluffing about that board wipe. And so Billy can't just swing at me.
That'd be the biggest brain play if Beck, the new player, just happened to name Toxic Deluge as a threat that she didn't have. Oh, there you go.
It's a toxic deluge. It's just a deluge.
X equals
7.
7. Well
So
done.
I will go down to 23.
My humans are dead.
And the reason why I was like, this is rough, is because it's like they have negative X until end of turn. So hypothetically, my next turn, oh boy, you guys might actually just stop the game at that. You'll find out.
okay. You realize the negative X disappears at the
No.
end of turn. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
that.
cool. I was like, what
I
combo
do-
were you on about? Okay.
I do understand that.
There's
You'll see.
something
So
coming.
these go
Yeah,
because
they-
everything gets -7 until end of turn. So unless it is positive 7 toughness, it will die. So your flesh duplicate stays alive.
Yep, because it's a copy of your commander.
My-
Billy, she just
I
killed all your
forgot
creatures,
about
man.
that, but we're-
How could she?
I do also lose
New enemy?
the Sinister Starfish.
Yeah. You want to tap it and surveil one before it dies?
Yes. Meow.
Well, this took a turn.
I'm just gonna put that
What's
on
up,
my-
friend?
Yeah, new friend. Yeah. Mutual benefit.
Is that the end of your turn, Beck?
Yes. I'm just making sure that all of my if it's in the graveyard, and then you die. 2. Sorry. With just 4 floating mana. Just bear in mind. Just bear that in mind, Billy. Passing the turn. It was done not with you as the enemy.
Look.
Well, no, it kind of was, but Tom was kind of the bigger threat with all of his stuff.
It's fair.
It all depends on how this turn goes.
Could be very fun. All right.
Whether we're still friends.
I think we're going to be friends at the end of this, no matter
Billy
what,
has
Billy.
untapped. Has Billy upkept?
I have not drawn.
You've
You
not
did
even
not, no.
untapped, actually, to be honest.
There we go.
Have
There
you
you go.
upkept?
This
Draw.
is the dawn of his 4th turn.
Yes. And now, after his
Now
draw
we
step,
will get to vote.
Yes, try
Now-
the Time Lord.
I would recommend Dom not having both his commanders come back on the field. I know you would like your spy, but
you agreed to vote yes.
yeah.
I think if me and Billy playing a game together has proven any. Wait, was it me and Billy?
Have I ever been on?
Billy, if you
I've
go back
never-
on a deal, I will literally never make a deal with you in Magic again.
Someone roll the tape. I literally reneged on a deal.
Wasn't-
and
Only to win the game.
Wasn't your point that, like,
it was to win the game, but who did I renege on the
grime
deal
shouldn't transcend
You
card
might be
games?
less upset about it after I finish my turn.
with? Okay,
I guess.
but we kind of need to.
I mean, other way, I have to vote, so I'm voting guilty.
Vote yes. Vote innocent.
So, and I'm next in player order.
Yeah.
So if I choose innocent, they all come back.
Yeah.
If you don't want that, and if you do that, I'll get angry and swing Lilo.
Is Lila just a
That's a
one?
fair point.
I kind of forced my hand there. All right.
I vote yes. You want your stuff back, otherwise Leela's coming at you.
Well, no. If
Now
he
it
gets
won't
more
matter.
creatures back, I swing at you. I guess.
All right. 3 votes for shuffle. Oh, not shuffle. Put them on the bottom of their owner's
They
library.
go to my command zone.
Yep.
And yeah. Right.
Oh, your spy bug though.
I don't take reneging on deals lightly. We've joked about, like, oh, we should leave other Commander games in the past. To me, it's like knowing what Commander deck someone is playing. I target you because you're a Spellslinger deck and you'll pop off, not because you've done something
Does
to me
it
in the
change
past.
it if my intention is to kill you this time, though?
Yes, because you agreed to do it.
Alright, yeah. Look, I think people are silly for making deals with me.
This is how you.
Which is why I've learnt that now, and I'll never make a
It
deal
was
with you
really
again.
fun playing Magic with you, Billy. It'll be a shame you're never invited back.
Oh no, he's welcome back. I will just never make a deal with you again.
Yeah.
It's nothing personal, but there's nothing for me to gain by doing so. So why would I do that?
I prefer to use cards that have a tangible thing
Back
for
go now.
Yeah, that's in the bin now.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it made no difference because I probably wasn't going to play them anyway. And they would have died to Beck's Boardwalk.
But they would just come back to your field, right? You wouldn't have to play them.
Yes, but that's the thing. Leaving them under there instead of exiling them previously.
So if we had voted yes and they had.
Come back.
You would have got your creature back.
No, I understand. He would have come back to my field?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I kind of understand that. It's just, it was 2 of your commanders. Why would I say yes to that to a 1/1 flying creature?
Oh, that's fair.
I am playing Exotic Orchard. I tap it and get a mana of any of the color of my opponent's commanders.
Which is basically
Anything
everything.
It's just
in a
everything.
single color.
I had to think of it.
There's no green.
Yeah, you can't tap that for green.
Okay, yeah.
But you've got enough green yourself, so
You can tap it for black if you're feeling frisky.
Yep. The colored colorless.
I vote to have Billy back. No.
Yeah. Good old Billy. He always backstabs you. That's the thing.
I'm now stuck on this and I know I shouldn't be. It's just, who did I backstab in a game? Like,
Callum.
was it Callum?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
it was for the
It was to win the game, basically.
it was also in Pauper when Callum was popping off with a Rule 0 Pauper deck.
I love your coaster is just become mug.
Is that actually tapped?
It is, yes, it exists on the field, it is tapped.
Huh. Intriguing.
Dude, kill it.
Look, I forgot about the flesh
What?
duplicate when doing my calculations.
I don't need to kill it.
Yeah, but it would make Tom so much more sad.
Look, at the moment he's only doing 16 damage to me, so we'll see what happens.
Only.
Only
Nearly headless.
How many cards do you have in your hand of interest?
3.
Alright, well, you would have had to discard down. That is the only reason I ask. And it was
I was not impacted by the we have no maximum hand size thing.
I don't know.
fair.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm going to play the second Doctor again because I don't want to get rid of my cards.
For 6 mana.
Oh, it's 6 mana.
It's 6, baby boy. He's coming from the command zone.
Let me count. 1, 2, 3,
Sure
4,
is.
5, 6, 7.
Times 2.
Okay. 8.
Can I tap my overflowing chalice and like waft my colorless mana over to Billy?
Wafted over there. Here you go. Have a big
where
fat
was he on
stinker
the
of
thing?
3
he's
mana.
next to me. Yeah.
Alright, I'll play the third Doctor to start out then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, looking good there, Third Doctor.
Green,
Look at his little saber.
blue, and 2 more. Yep. And boom! Trample. And
What?
the Third Doctor gets +1/+1 for each non-creature token you control. When the Third Doctor enters the battlefield, create your choice of a clue token, or a food token, or a treasure token. I want a food. Because life is pretty cool.
Yum yum.
That is pretty cool.
And you get. He just always gets +1/+1 for each non-creature token you control. So at the moment he gets a +2/+2 because of his clue tokens.
Yeah.
Yes, precisely. Actually,
food-
+3, right? Because 2 clues and the food. All
It would
count.
become 3. I'm starting on the.
Oh,
I'm doing the layer of
Yeah.
things.
So then the food comes in, grows. Those are jelly babies, aren't they? Those food
Yeah, they
Yes.
look like it.
jelly babies.
Or they're
Yeah,
it is a British TV show. They could just be like sherbets.
they look like they're sugar-coated.
No, it's definitely jelly babies.
Is it canon?
Jelly babies.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Tom Baker offering people jelly babies was like peak Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But that will also put this up to a +1/+1, which will mean this is now a 19. No,
17.
17.
Yeah, it's got a 3/3 with 13 counters and +1/+1. You need 4 more damage from it to kill someone.
To one shot.
Creature you control.
Otherwise, you can kill Chris with it in its current form.
So these two were just
No, I can't.
patting each other's shoulders and just.
Oh no, that didn't hit you. Sorry,
Nah.
It was
he blocked
the
that one.
second
Yeah, yeah,
Doctor.
yeah.
All good.
I was like 7 though. 7 damage from the second Doctor.
Yeah.
Yes.
To me.
I just want to make sure I understand. Leela is 17/17,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the third Doctor is 6/6.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Big strong boys.
4 mana open. Do we really want to drop more if people try to board wipe me, namely Chris?
What makes you think you have a board wipe? You think I would have used it by now?
Yeah,
Is
but,
it sword to plouch?
Oh no! I don't like the way
No,
he
it's
smiled.
a single target.
He smiled after saying
I did. Yeah.
smiled.
But does the smile?
You also were taking full advantage of all your card draws while we had no maximum hand size.
Yeah, I had like 100 cards in my
You
hand.
had half your deck in your hand.
I did.
You should still have it,
I'm
actually.
gonna play
Yeah,
Day of
mostly.
Destiny. It's a 4/4.
Alright.
Sorry, 4 mana cost.
All that math you just did, Beck, forget it, because now it's irrelevant.
Day of Destiny. Legendary creatures you control get +2/+2.
It's not
Gone away.
entirely useless because it's.
In total, all my legendary creatures get a +3/+3. Or do we want to do it separate?
Just do it separately.
It's separate. Yeah.
Blimey.
Because, yeah,
Boom.
this impacts these two on each other. This just gives them those.
Yeah.
So they're getting 3 beyond what's on the card.
Getting
Yes.
3 beyond what is.
It is a 1919.
So close.
Damn, it's so.
So
Yeah, you probably should have given me my stuff back because you're probably going to die.
Yeah, it's down deep.
Yeah.
Am I?
Tom's angry at you now. I don't think
I'm
you're gonna
not angry.
survive.
I just have a lot of things.
He has a lot of. He's seeing red. Just like split ends.
Well, now I have to hit him. He's threatening, He's threatening me.
Alright, guys, kill Billy for me because I got nothing.
I'm going to swing at Tom with a.
That's fair. I take 19.
Oh,
19 commander
Jesus.
damage.
Damn true. I definitely thought I was getting the 20 off. I forgot to account for the fact I lost damage on the on all my other creatures dying. That's say
You know what? I'm not upset by that.
I am.
I get you are, but I think the 7 life was justified. I'm happy I paid that.
Yeah,
God,
7 is worth.
Very, very fair.
That is not the play I wanted, but turn.
All right.
The play you wanted, but it was the play you got.
He's not the hero Gotham needs.
Got him.
Hey, Tom, want to make a deal?
I would have been far more open to it if I had my commanders on the field.
Look, I was
joke.
supposed to have 20 commander damage.
Hang on, let me go.
Yeah,
get
you
the
did that math
margaritas.
real bad, hey?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
3, 4,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
You ruined our friendship for nothing.
11.
Ah, it was still fun.
Did you pay all of your mana to get stuff out?
4/4.
Yeah.
Before? Just because if with your clues, if you'd sacked them, you would have been able to draw cards. It might have been
Yeah,
enough.
but then I would lose.
you would
wouldn't have
lose 2
wouldn't
mana.
have had the mana to spend on anything.
You can get cheap legendary
Right.
creatures.
Well, I lied. I am wiping the board.
All right.
1, 2, 3,
If it's a land wipe, I'm gonna cry.
4, 5, 6.
I don't think he put that in there.
Austere command, and I'm going to choose 2 modes. I'm going to choose to destroy all creatures with CMC 4 or greater, and all artifacts. So unless anyone has a retort, put them in the bin, please.
I would if I had mana, but I do not.
So you're choosing 4 or greater?
Yes.
Rude.
So every creature
With mana value. This is not.
that inherits the mana value.
It does,
Yeah.
yes.
I did
Both
think-
of my artifacts go. Rude.
Yeah, I know. I think Tom actually got hit the worst by that, but Billy is being slowed down. So
it's not too
okay.
bad, actually.
It's fine.
I do keep my...
Honestly, I was just going to use my board wipe next turn anyway, so
Yeah, I've saved you the effort.
save me the mana.
Plus, now that horrendously big creature of Billy's is now
That is the important
Stop.
thing.
Oh, thank you, Chris. I'm okay with it now. Forgiven.
Do you have less than 33 health?
I do, sorry, I'm on 14.
Just want to make sure.
That is significantly less than 33, yes.
5 more minutes.
I didn't know
It
if
is,
I missed
it
a
is
bunch.
19 less than
1, 2, 3,
33.
4, 5. Here comes my Razor Hippogriff.
Oh, that was an artifact too. That's...
God damn, all my plans.
All your plans have come to an end. So my Hippogriff says, when it enters the battlefield, I get to return an artifact card from my graveyard to my hand, and then I gain life equal to its converted mana cost. And I'm choosing to return my Alhammarret's Archive.
Nice.
So that's 5 life that I gain back. I'm back to 39 health.
Target.
I'm the new bad guy.
Maybe.
Past it.
All right.
Can't trust the person I'm afraid.
Yeah. What's with that?
Keep Arcane Signet comes into play. I remove a time counter from Ecstatic Beauty. Apologies, you can't see all these on the field just to try and keep things more tidy. But I'm also putting them in order. And hello, thank you for the follow.
Pessimistic corn.
And just for Pessimistic Corn, I get myself. I don't know if this is going to show up, depending on how I've loaded these. It doesn't. It's fine.
It's a dinosaur.
I get a 2/2 dinosaur with flying and haste. Draw.
You confused by the dinosaurs?
No, I don't like the dinosaurs.
This goes up to 2. I time travel, then I time travel, which means both of these counters disappear, and this goes down to 1, and I now have 3 dinosaurs.
Might have made a mistake here, but guys,
Just a little bit.
should have maybe held off for another turn.
And I get to cast Ecstatic Beauty, which is that I get to exile the top 3 cards of my library. I may play those cards until end of turn, and I put 4 time counters on any of them that have suspend. So I have a Thespian Stage, 4 Nox, which at the beginning of my pre-combat phase I draw a card, but it only sticks around for 4 turns, and the Day of the Doctor. Exile cards from the top of my library until you exile a legendary card. You may play that card for as long as the Day of the Doctor remains on the battlefield. Put the rest of the exile cards in the bottom of my library in any order. So these can be played this turn. That goes to my my graveyard. 1, 2.
Really wish I got that 20.
Yeah, if you had managed to just bump him over to 21 damage.
Is that a
wouldn't be a problem.
pterodon?
It's a pterodactyl, yeah.
Pterodactyl, yeah.
I've heard a very funny phrase over the last couple of weeks.
I'll go and try and get the tokens working because I'm running these in a slightly different way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana available to me.
Have we-
Storm count is at 2.
I don't like that you're referencing Storm.
Yeah, it's more... I think it's the right play, even though it doesn't do a lot for me.
Pessimistic corn. Pessimistic corn. I like pessimistic corn. I'm gonna stick with it.
Red.
We haven't played with OTJ yet.
No.
Have not played with OTJ. It is pre-released today, and we haven't had a chance. I will hopefully be doing it on Sunday.
What's OTJ?
Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
Cowboys, yeehaw!
Yeah.
How much life are you on,
that further?
It's magic cards.
28. Oh, okay.
With cowboy hats.
I'll do it this way. It's not going to matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. For all of history all at once. And it is time travel and time travel for Storm. All it means is I'm removing the final counter from this and having 4 dinosaurs, and this comes onto the field.
Yeah, and they all have flying and haste and trample and vigilance.
Well, he doesn't have flying.
Yeah, he's too chunky.
He's a Triceratops.
He tried.
He tried Ceratops.
Yeah.
And then for my remaining 4 mana, I'm going to soul bond with the dinosaurs from a spaceship with Donna Noble. Whenever Donna or its paired creature deal damage to a player, Donna Noble deals that much damage to target opponent.
Oh, God damn it.
You might actually be dead.
So from a situation where poor Tom had no permanents
39.
left, he is now threatening to kill
28, 7, 14, 17, 20. I would leave you on 2 life.
Wow.
Wouldn't you rather hit the 39 health guy?
When you time traveled thrice, you could add time counters
thank
there.
you. Yes. I will do
Because
that.
that's ticking up to 12 pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Dinosaur.
Time travel lets me add more time counters. These are time counters.
What did the time counters do?
In this case, if there's 12 of them, I can shuffle my graveyard into my hand and
Draw 7 cards.
draw 7 cards.
I need you to
Sorry,
understand
graveyard
that
into my
you
library.
removing my artifacts was actually a pretty big dick move.
Well, that's what I had hoped.
Also, for what it's worth, I'm not casting either of these, so they remain
I've
exiled.
remembered also
Just
that I
quickly, Tom, have you at
possibly
any point
cheated.
drawn extra cards this turn that were not your initial draw?
No.
Damn you. Damn you to hell.
Seven damage at Billy. 10, 13 damage at Billy. 6 damage at Chris.
13 ability, 6 at me, eh?
Yeah.
They're all getting +1, eh?
Why are they getting plus?
You're going to be taking an additional 7 Billy as well.
Bloody hell.
From Donna Noble being soul bonded to a dinosaur.
How much am I actually taking then? Before you
20.
lie to me again?
Whoa. Hey,
So tell me how much damage I'm taking.
20.
20 damage.
And these are 3/3s with flying vigilance, trample and haste.
So not first strike.
Not first strike.
I'll block one of them. I'll
That's
take
all I wanted to do.
3, and I'm down to 36, and my hippogriff dies.
Oh.
I know. This poor guy. What'd you do that for?
Billy's down to 8.
Everyone kill Tom. Kill Tom, Guinness.
I was gonna, but
Pass turn.
I'm gonna do it. Alright, well, it is now the beginning of my upkeep, which
What?
Zombie Wizard was in my
Zombie.
Zombie. Zombie.
Oh yeah, I guess it is a technically USA representation set with all of its
Yeah, Cowboys.
stuff.
Yeehaw!
Chris, put a dinosaur on the card cam for me.
There's a dinosaur in my boot.
Hey!
Hey, there it goes.
Turns out I never actually loaded the Doctor Who decks into our card cam because last time we only played with the Doctor Who decks.
Yeah.
So what it means is I can actually load up the Doctor Who tokens because of a separate way they work.
Genius. Paid 1 life.
I paid a life and got my Master of Death back into my hand.
Well, howdy do.
Well, how do?
What's the most, like, Wild West phrase there is?
Yee.
Yeehaw. Or like,
There's a snake in my boot.
I'm editing a Trick Draw How to Play video at the moment.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
end the video with Lachlan going, I'm Lachlan from Nerds of the West. And we throw him a cowboy hat and knocks his glasses off. And he goes, and I've yeed my last whore.
oh, brilliant.
It's wonderful.
I've yeed my last hole.
Yeah, the OTJ decks look interesting because people are complaining that they're lower powered than the last few decks that have come out. And like, I I don't mind that. It's okay to have lower powered decks every once in a while, as long as the deck does cool things.
Nah, you see, that's the problem, Tom. You have to make them so much more powerful.
Power creep.
Power creep every single time.
You have to League of Legendsify everything.
So I
Just wait till they release a card called Darius.
You'll be crying, I promise. Most pentakills in a single day on his release.
I can't decide if I want the Gonti deck that steals other people's cards or the Mardu Olivia Voldaren deck that also looks cool.
For Kilanostos.
For Camelos, I'm selling cards to buy commander decks because that's where I'm at these days. I'm never going to play that Displacer Kitten because I don't like playing blue. It's worth $30. Give me a commander deck, please.
Brilliant card.
Goddamn blue.
Or the foil for that version of it.
Yeah, that'll be why.
Yeah.
Splitter.
You getting rid of my artifacts really upset me, Chris.
It's understandable.
Look, it was necessary.
Was it? Was it necessary?
All of Billy's
I lost in
artifacts
1919.
and Tom's artifacts.
I don't think Tom minded what you did. In
Well,
fact, I think he liked it.
thereafter he didn't, because he's now got 3 flying dinosaurs and a trampling Ceratops.
A trampling Ceratops that basically hits you for 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's
There was a
chuffed.
reason I wanted to kill
Oh,
him.
no, I was 100% the right target. The amount of stuff I had going on, 100% fair. You always kill me if you have the chance.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. No one needs to tell me twice.
Yeah.
Alright.
You don't go back on deals, but you still kill me.
That's right.
I was meant to do both.
Didn't really go that way in the end.
Turns out 19,820.
Yeah, no. Math. Quick maths.
Anyway, point is, uncomasting.
Hey.
Yes, summoning sickness.
Oh, sorry, apologies. I have read that entirely wrong. Whenever Donna or a creature is paired with is dealt damage, it does
Donna
that much
deals
damage to
damage.
target. You have 7 extra life.
Yeah, I was kind of confused by that. 'cause-
No, I just totally misread it.
Classic
Interesting.
Tom.
Hey, I caught it before I killed you.
It's kind of scary, though.
caught it before it became a problem.
Yeah.
The only thing is I had to use all my mana to
I've
get
got you on
my
34.
commander out on the field.
What were you on? 39?
Oh, I've been on top of it, but I'll go 34 if you like.
No, it's fine.
Why don't we split the
Oh no,
difference?
You've miscounted?
I miscounted at some point. It's fine.
Okay.
No, you're on 36. It's all right.
Okay. I trust
You're on 39.
Yeah, I took, yeah.
The annoying thing is I don't have a way to get Marvo to attack this turn.
Marvo!
What a guy.
Oh, you give
Winning
Marvo a
draw
ring.
card.
See what he's doing, the footy's on.
That upset me. That's it. I've got nothing. That's the end of my turn.
Oh, heck.
Excuse me.
You're mad at Tom.
Yeah, but if you didn't wipe, he could have
Shut
killed me.
up.
There's always a problem if you don't wipe, in my experience. You can get into a pretty sticky situation.
My goodness. How far we have fallen.
We are terrible people.
Yeah, yeah. Toilet humour. Yeah.
Well, they both enter tapped, so hello. Path of Ancestry.
Hey!
Hooray!
Banger.
Now, the problem here is, no matter what I do, Tom has flying creatures.
Yeah. Not enough to kill you.
Yeah, it is.
No, because you're on 15 and I only have 9 flying.
Oh, that's not flying.
That's not flying, that's just trample.
Oh, delicious. What's that?
It will destroy an artifact for each player.
Oh, look
So
at
don't play any artifacts.
What does it do after that?
Nothing, that's its last one.
Oh, nice.
It was the time travel, then time travel that kind of caused issues for us.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking I should kill it. Typically, things
Yeah.
have that.
No, it is.
saga be really bad.
If neither you or Chris play don't play an artifact, nothing happens.
Yeah, no, cool. Cool. I'm a fan of that.
It's so much better for you that way.
It's tapped.
Oh, good. I don't look funny by leaning on the table like this.
Alright.
No, you're okay.
I'm going to play the 5th Doctor.
What a guy.
Look at all those doctors.
Look at that celery stick.
going to use a blue from Chris. The white from that.
You sure you don't want a black?
And 2 more.
What?
Peaceful coexistence. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control that didn't attack or enter the battlefield this turn. Untap those creatures.
Ah, lovely.
Then I will play Joe Grant. White mana and another 2.
That's a sweet bicycle.
That'll get motorcycle people mad at you. You say that.
It's a 3/2 cyclist with each historic card in your hand has cycling, so you can pay 3 mana to draw a card and discard it. Whenever you cycle a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Joe Grant. And then I will play K9 Mark 1. I finally got the dog.
Billy really wanted to learn K9
That dog.
as his
Can I pet
companion.
that dog?
But that deck doesn't come with a doctor who you can run K9 as the companion.
That's why I betrayed it.
Because you need blue, green, white,
Yeah,
and there is no
that's
blue,
right.
green doctor
So,
I see.
in there as far as I'm aware.
negative.
Now,
As
what about
long-
the 4th one? Or
Maybe there
whatever?
wasn't. Oh, no, sorry. There's no blue.
White, green.
green.
Yeah,
that one.
you're right.
So as long as K9 Mark 1 is untapped, other legendary creatures you control have Ward 1. And then affirmative, I can pay 2 mana, including a blue, to a target legendary creature that can't be blocked this turn.
Tank
Yeah.
just
Was-
rolls.
Literally, we all look at each other.
Oh my
I thought it was Billy. I was
He was like, he didn't even miss a beat either. He was just kept reading.
What was I meant to do? What was I meant to do?
The dog farted, just to be clear.
What the dog doing? Sorry, Billy. You kind of ruined your thunder.
you did so well.
You held it together.
K9 just exhausted a bit.
Goddamn, it's because I played the dog.
Well,
Are you quite done?
I'm quite done.
All right, thank
That
God
is-
for that. Time to board wipe again.
No!
Do it.
Is
Actually,
it
yes.
Honestly,
I'm down for it.
do it.
I'm down for it.
Standing move. Okay, I'm going to play Moorland Haunt, a land that lets me exile creature cards from my own graveyard to turn them into spirits with
You are
flying.
literally creating ghosts. You
Yeah.
evil son of a bitch.
Spoo.
Why are your lands untapped?
Spoopy. Yeah.
Because I organized them, all right?
fair.
I know that they're not in use.
I haven't even had a look at people's graveyards yet, but I am just going to blind fire this Diluvian Primordial, which lets me free cast an instant or sorcery from everybody's graveyard.
You could time travel twice.
Woo! Hell yeah.
You can exile the top 3 cards of your library, and things can suspend.
That's cool.
And that's all I've got.
Right, I'll be choosing Ecstatic Beauty.
Oh, you don't even want to see what we've got?
Anything else?
No.
Is that really it?
That's
All right, I
It's,
guess
it's
I'll
one for each
explore then.
opponent. Yeah.
And what-
Deluge.
Toxic Deluge.
But then you've also got Curate, Notion. Curate lets you surveil and then draw a card. And then Otherworldly Gaze is a surveil 3.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
Continue
take
neg 7.
Toxic Deluge, yeah, and go neg 7. Well, hand them to me because I get to cast them in the order
Yeah.
of my choosing.
Great move.
So, and your explore, Billy, please. I need this. Alright, so I'll do this first. Explore. I get to play an additional land this turn and draw a card. So I'll do that. There you go. I'm gonna cast Toxic Deluge and pay 7 life.
Yep.
And no, 8 life.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't have to pay 7. I chose to do that to
Yeah,
keep Marco
yeah.
alive.
You nearly caught me there. 8 life. I'm down to 28. And
Goodbye, dinosaurs.
everything goes. Sorry, Billy. All that
Um,
effort you just put in.
He's not targeting them.
Hey.
Yeah.
No, the ward doesn't matter. And lastly, Ecstatic Beauty lets me exile the top 3 cards of my library. Nothing has to spend, so I'll simply be playing one of them until end of turn.
You may play them until end of turn.
Play them until end of turn. And I can play an additional land this turn.
Exactly.
Damn! Emeria Angel, why are you not 3 mana instead of 4?
Big rip.
No, I'll just play this island, I suppose. And there goes Gideon Jura and Emiria Angel.
Is Mirror Angel really worth that much?
As much
Not
Just
as I'm happy about that, I wish I didn't go gung ho.
yeah,
Just
never
had-
overcommit, man.
Just out of curiosity, did you end up drawing any extra cards in there that were not part of your upkeep?
Yes.
Yes.
We played an Explore.
Indeed. Hey,
brings it up?
your dog
What comes back?
detective. What
Dog
the
detective?
dog do?
My dogged detective. He's not a dog, he's just a detective that is dogged in his pursuit of an evildoer.
Nice. And I'm just curious what Emerald Angel does. Landfall, create 1/1 bird. Nice. Yeah. Classic.
Yeah. Shame.
Banger. Love it.
That's why I've been checking, because he's like, when an opponent draws their second card each turn, I may return him to my hand, and I'm like, give me that back.
Good call.
Parting of the Ways, ticks up to 3. Does anyone have any artifacts on the field?
No, they've been killed. They're all gone.
Gone.
Blast.
Blast.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Got down blasted.
I'm actually really annoyed that you killed Marvo again.
Yeah, well, you overcommitted by playing the game, so that's what you get. It's all right.
Yep.
I didn't want to overcommit, but I was also like, he can kill me if I don't. Like,
Yeah, this is gonna end this game.
It's like it's a double-edged sword, because Tom's like, play to win, but also he's like, don't keep the game running forever.
Yeah, man, keep the game running.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
we're gonna be
I
here
tried, and then you
to
got
end
rid
it.
of my artifacts. The game would potentially be over now, Chris.
Yeah, I know. We could all go home and cry,
Hey,
but
hey, wait,
I'm forcing you all to stay here.
what if we all just killed Tom?
Yeah,
It's a good move.
He could get more
Great
dinosaurs.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'm not looking forward to more dinosaurs. Yeah.
to be fair, Chris is the threat now.
I've got one creature.
It's a
but
5/5.
You've got 28 life.
No, it's fine. That's less than 40. It's like 30% of my life total.
28 life, a lot of mana, a lot of cards still, I reckon.
Look, there's only one. Just
Mr. No Hand Size.
no hand size. Yeah, no, that's gone now, sadly.
All right. 4,
Yeah, I had to
1, 2,
away.
3, 4. Taking this Twins Law Clock Tower up to 11. Yeah, I've got red and white there. I'm going to play Jenny, Generated Anomaly. She's a double strike 2/3, and whenever she deals combat damage to a player, she explores, which is reveal the top card of my library, put that card into my hand if it's a land, otherwise put a 1/1 counter on this creature. And then I will scry 1, because she is a Flame Lord, along with the Doctor. Banger, leaving that on top. 4. I knew I had 4 somewhere. To play Rose Tyler. She's back, everybody. I'm playing both of David Tennant's girls in this time. We've seen her before. We love her before. She's amazing. I have 2 blonde British women on the field. 10.
I don't think either of those things,
No,
actually.
don't agree.
We know her. We love her. No, so while Beck takes her turn, the fun part of Jenny is if you have either the 5th or 6th Doctor in your graveyard, can you pull him out for me?
Nope.
You do.
Because
It's a fun fact. Tom's not doing anything with your cards.
Yeah.
the actor for Jenny is his daughter,
Real life daughter.
real life daughter. She debuted, and to this day, her only episode in Doctor Who is in an episode called The Doctor's Daughter, where she is a clone of David Tennant's daughter. She then later married David Tennant.
Interesting.
So it's all timey-wimey.
It really is wibbly wobbly timey in the British film and television industry.
100%. But no, she's amazing. We love her.
I love her less.
That's fine. She's double striking you in the face.
Please, no? Maybe?
Beck has a
Maybe.
quizzical look on her face.
I'm reading the card
Is it explaining the card?
somewhat.
What is haste?
I can probably just say what this card is out loud, and Chris is like, I know exactly what it does. But
Maybe. I can't confirm nor deny.
okay, I do kind of get it.
That's
All
good.
right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadow Facts, so good.
I just not.
That's good one.
I got a Bill of Pony the other day too.
Oh, did you?
Threw Bill of Pony into my Food and Fellowship deck.
Nice. No shadow facts, though.
I think I'm committed to too much, but I want to do too many cool things, but alas.
Someone got rid of all your
you're sitting across the table.
It's fine. I'm going to keep trying to do it, so I'm going to get back on that surveil train. And it's basically just because now I need more land. So we're going to pay 3 for the Master of Death. My good old buddy.
He's back.
He's become incredibly helpful, actually.
What's going on? He's back.
Why won't you die?
Sorry.
Ow.
Good job, Tank. Keep it up, buddy. Tank's only with us for another month.
Oh, really?
And then I can make the joke again that the dog is no longer with us and make people cry because I'm a bad person.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, that's going there.
It's like, was it Steven's post on Facebook the other day?
Oh, yeah. No, my ex-girlfriend, Beck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I just like everyone to know that Becca's no longer my girlfriend. It's like, oh my god, what happened?
Oh, no!
Lol jokes engaged.
Lol jokes.
What a way to spill the beans.
Yep.
At the moment, she's only getting 1 counter on her from Trenzalore Clock Tower.
So you have to say thanks for having it.
Thanks for leaving.
Thanks for leaving. Your missus farts when he's gone.
He actually hasn't been too bad. He's been a little stinky.
He's got a bit of gas.
And he's only fought with Gary twice.
Only twice, eh?
Only twice. And once that's because Gary stepped on him at 3 a.m.
Hey, that's fair.
Like, it was like the first night Tank slept inside and Gary was like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, doopy doop. I bet he never
He
did
learned that
again.
lesson very
To be fair, I would fight someone.
They stepped on me at 3 a.m. Yeah, normally you have to pay extra for that.
Yeah, step on me.
So I'm going to have a quick look at this. Sorry.
Good.
Speaking of Gary stepping on things,
Yeah, he's just pulling at the carpet. He's having a great
he
time.
is.
What a little legend. Oh, we've said his name, now he's going to jump on the table.
And I was like, what were you saying about me? Me.
You what?
Trying to figure out how to not die.
I know, it's a head scratcher, isn't it?
Play
It's a
creatures and hope for the
real-
best.
It's a real big
I did.
thinker problem.
It's a thinking man's conundrum, that one.
Conundrum for the thinking man.
Don't feel like doing that.
All right.
I just want big green dingo smash.
Yeah. That's right. Masses for blockers.
It's a good move. You very quickly became a threat. Like, it was 2 turns around the table and, oh god.
I didn't think it was going to go so fast, and then all of a sudden, if you attacked Chris, he drew cards, and I got stronger.
It was,
It
yeah,
was incredible.
it boosted to 11 pretty quick.
I passed the turn.
All right, then.
It's. I'd be looking at the same cards again.
Yeah. Just nothing worth playing, or...
It made more sense if my Demir Spybug was on field, but it's not, so I passed the turn.
Yeah.
I am incredibly frustrated.
You can sit back and try not to be a threat. That's worked for you in the past.
That's right. Keep a low profile.
Look, I was about to say she's on the most life, but no, Chris is on 28.
Yeah. Chris was on 36.
And the Alhammer Archive is back in his hand.
Yeah, so he gains double life back if he were to gain life, and he gets to draw double cards.
Billy, we should kill Chris. Chris, you should kill Billy.
Hello, sweet boy.
Yeah, I'm.
Claws
yeah.
out of the table.
I'll get right to that.
Thanks.
As soon as I stop board wiping every turn, I'll get right on that.
If you could stop, that would be amazing. Like,
What's
if you could
this?
just like put board wiping to the side.
What's to say I don't have another board wipe or 2 in
You're
my
a
hand?
goddamn white player. I'm sure you do.
Yeah. The old farewell. I was about to say austere command, but that's the one you played already.
Now I've already wasted that one.
Wasted it on artifacts.
I could have actually Diluvian Primordials only opponents.
Yeah, I couldn't pull that back for your own.
Yeah, could have done it again.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
I'm going to play Knight of the Doctor. Destroy all creatures.
Alright, this game might actually take forever. Command zone graveyard.
Upshot here is the Master of Death isn't my commander, and he goes back into my graveyard.
He just comes back to your hand.
He'll just come back to
We're
my
just going to
hand.
kill back by having her take the one life from us.
He's the MVP of your whole deck at the moment.
He's the only pillar holding everything up.
That's right.
Notably, on my next turn, I can return target legendary creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield and put my choice of First Strike, Vigilance, or Lifelink counter on it.
You should get rid of that.
I could. No word of a lie. I can do that.
Not when he's still got the +2/+2 on
Indeed.
from other things.
Indeed,
Sorry,
Areno.
just
I
elbowing
think you
you.
should. Personally. If I were to pick... Done.
I really just wanted the extra lands from Jenny.
Jedi.
In saying that, I will drop a land and end turn.
At the end of your turn. Hate to be that guy, boyo. But
Surprised it hasn't happened more often, Mr. Blue.
Tom,
Hi, little man.
your clock tower is getting dangerously close to midnight. So
I'm not going to. Legitimately, he's about to get lifelink +2/+2,
Don't worry.
and I'm not planning on using that.
He's got a whole ass.
Well, I am going to do it anyway and give you an elephant. Just like last week, I'm going to offer you the white elephant.
Okay.
And with that, you can kill Billy. It'll take 5 turns, but,
I'm just saying, legitimately, I like what's in my hand, and I'm not going to use this.
well, that's fine.
If you would prefer Billy get a lifelink of 5/5 back,
He is not going to have that.
okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I will disallow that, yeah. Now it's
should
my
be
turn.
dead, shouldn't it?
Hey? Oh, yeah, destroy creatures. You're right.
Honestly, I'm mostly sad just because I need
Drop
some mana.
turn.
What was?
Okay, well,
Reading it.
Yeah, I'm just putting it there for other people to read too.
here is my Alhamrit's archive, which everybody knows and loves. Double life gain, double card draw for a natural card draw. Then I'm going to play my land, Sejiri Refuge, which enters the battlefield, and I gain not 1 but 2 life. So I'm back up to 30. Woo!
I know.
Me too,
When-
Carrie. Me too.
What? You've been fed.
Then I'm going to crush Billy's contraband.
Yeah, you
And
want
choose one or both. Exile target artifact and or exile target enchantment. So I'll choose enchantment, that one there. And artifacts,
Just do it. Make me cry.
arcane signet, I suppose.
Cut me down on my mana,
Yeah, I gotta keep you in check, you know. And
says the guy with 10 lands.
pass the turn.
I'm genuinely hoping.
Didn't know whether to like play that then or like try wait a turn, but I was like, I'm probably dead.
Yeah.
Probably dead if I don't.
Playing one single card is apparently overcommitting in this metagame.
Well, I had to do it.
You're gonna slow roll them one at a
now
time.
at this point,
What
if
do
we
I do?
get anything
Play
on
my
the field,
creatures, then wipe them.
Yeah, exactly.
at this
Why-
point, if we get anything on the field, it's like, whoa, slow down.
Yeah. Hold up there. Hold your
You're
horses.
ramping.
Yeah. We can't have that.
I'm going to suspend Jadoon Enforcers. It has suspend 6, so it's going to take 6 turns for it to come round, but it is an 8/8 trample, and no more than 1 creature can attack me each combat.
Nice.
In what world should that card ever get out?
I know, right?
Wait, what does it do when it gets out?
No more than 1 creature can attack me each combat.
Well, that's stupid.
See you later, Shane Red.
Bye, thank you for hanging out.
us.
Bye.
Gary says goodbye. Goodbye.
And then I'll finally play Amy Pond.
Hey.
Oh yeah, she's been here the whole
For
time.
quite a while. She's a 2/2. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, choose a suspended card you own and remove that many time counters from it. Don't worry about that combo at all. It'll be fine. Turn.
I won't.
No.
be.
Can't take your turn, can you? Do you want to grab that Master of Death back for a 4th time?
Oh, it's been in my upkeep. Yeah.
All right.
Lose a life?
Lose a life.
Yeah, look.
You're slowly dying over there.
Not as much as the rest of us.
What is one life?
Oh my god, 3 hours we're getting toward.
So are you back on 30? Did you gain life somehow that turn?
I did from my land.
Yeah,
However,
he gained
it's
2
not
life
time.
from his land.
What a bad guy.
I am a bad guy.
I'm so happy with what you made for that deck. We didn't point it out. That is the starter commander deck, but Chris has put about 40 Australian dollars into it to upgrade it and bring it up to powerful levels.
Whoa!
And about
crazy.
25 of it was this card.
Fair.
Ah! He's jumped into a box.
Gary doing Gary things.
Yeah.
Gary doing cat things. This doesn't help me as much as I wish it did. All right.
So, like, I'm out of things to do, eh?
I think we all are.
I
except for
am.
Chris.
So we are.
That's the way I like it.
Tried to slow him down.
Why don't you just camass?
What are the chances that if I play something, y'all are just going to kill it?
High.
All right, let's do this. Let's blow this popsicle stand. We have the Eye of the Dusk Mantle with flying and lifelink. You may play lands and cast spells from among cards in your graveyard if you've surveilled this turn.
Not if, from cards you've surveilled this turn, so
Sure.
only cards you put in that turn.
All good. I can't do anything with it this turn.
That's all good.
He's a 3/8.
He's a 3/8, so he's a little tough. But it costs 7 mana to cast, which incidentally is also all of my mana.
I know, I'm down to 6 now.
Chris and I are no longer friends.
Chris is not friends with anyone.
No, not
Chris is a bad guy.
Because I'm now...
I'll be your friend.
Krilly is back. I need a friend.
Brown nose. Okay, so this does have flying and lifelink,
Nice.
but it is a 3 power 8 toughness.
Kind of.
I bet you've got a creatures deal damage with their toughness
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
in that deck somewhere.
I haven't seen it.
There's gotta be in blue, right?
Yeah. Hi Billy, what you got?
Oh, it's just straight to me. All right.
Yeah, she paid all that now.
That was an assumption you made. What if I had a convoke thing in here?
For one single black man.
Ah, yes, the old 1 mana convoke board wipe.
Why does that card not see more play?
Gary,
Oh my god, there he goes.
I have to activate him. Gary,
Draw for turn.
You're okay, Tank.
Oh, that computer is like wobbling.
It's pretty well tied down. Like, it wobbles, but it's not going to move.
Yeah, it's
and
Gary proof.
even if it does the most it would do would fall onto its side.
Yeah.
What a guy. What a big, big guy.
There he goes.
We need a separate camera up there
Yeah.
running on a Raspberry Pi that just runs its own stream. And it literally runs, like, every time we stream on a separate channel that is just Gary Cat Cam.
Tank, come lie down.
Can't play them both. Can't play them both. We're going to play the second Doctor. So it's going to cost me 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is this the one where we can draw cards?
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, Bill. I love you so much. You're my new best friend.
Friends. Friends. Then I will play the fourth Doctor.
Nice.
I'm going to have to lose a HP for the land I'm using here.
Nice. Thank you for being honest.
Where's the 4?
I gotta look through your
Billy, we're in the same life now.
My lands.
Yes. I just want to see what they look like.
So the fourth Doctor. You may look at the top card of your library at any time.
Nice.
Nice. Once each turn, you may play a historic land or cast a historic spell from the top of your library. When you do, create a food token.
Banger.
What makes a historic land? Does it say legendary?
Legendary.
Specifically say, yeah.
Which I believe there's only 2 in there.
I was going to say, yeah, I haven't seen any the whole game.
I think you've got a copy of Transalog Clock Tower as well.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I've had him for ages, but I'm just like, I've never seen it. Never seen a historic land.
But it is also cast a historic card.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Historic
that's not
spell from the
that
top of your
mana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
At the beginning of your end step.
Do you like to draw a card?
You'll get to draw 2
can't-
cards.
I'm drawing 2 cards.
draw a
I'll draw a card.
Everyone draw a card?
I will draw a card.
Hell yeah, it's a land.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
Congratulations, Billy. Well, swinging at you next turn.
I live longer. Tap. Draw for turn.
I need to remember that I don't have a card that says I can look at the top of my library at any point. Because at the
I
moment,
can look
I'm
at the
like,
top of my library.
Lame.
In response,
can you?
Yeah, that's what the doctor lets him do.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I just want. You know.
Give me that.
Is this still the first game? Yeah, I think this
Oh.
is.
This is the only game.
In another 20 minutes, it becomes the longest game we've played.
Wow, really? And it's all because of me.
Yeah. What a piece of
Honestly, yeah, Chris.
Well, to be fair, you
I'm
started.
casting. I'm trying to get this game moving. You see, I'm doing it. I'm playing my 6/4 that lets me draw cards whenever people attack me. I'll draw so many cards. So many cards.
Yeah, because you get to draw 2 cards whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control. Because of the
10.
artifact. Yes.
All right.
Oh, Tang wants to get in on that action.
God.
What did I do?
It's like you need to
Leela.
untap your lands better. So
Yeah.
untap better.
Come on. That gets so big so quickly.
Yeah. What do you need?
Oh my
want to take
god.
photo tank.
That's incredible. Do it, bro. Go on. I don't have a board wipe.
Oh my god, you are the worst.
I just said I don't have a board wipe.
At least I'll make you use it.
Yeah, true. 1 of my 90.
Play Glacial Fortress for turn. It enters untapped because I control all planes.
Oh, do you?
You sure?
Yeah, it's right there.
Damn it.
Don't believe him.
Yeah, I know.
And unfortunately, everyone. What? Sorry, this goes down to 5. Is anyone going to let me hit them in the face?
No.
For how much?
2. Don't. It's a joke.
Oh, okay. Why?
I would remove 2 time counters from my Judean.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
It would strictly help Tom.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
a
just
no
gonna
bueno
read
from me.
your Jadoon real quick.
Everyone else has played a board wipe.
No.
emergency wipe.
I don't like what Chris has going on. So I'm going to play Farewell and exile all artifacts, all creatures, all enchantments, and all graveyards.
No!
All right. For the good of the colony, I will counter target spell and get this game moving. Thank you for coming. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you for coming.
Oh my god.
I have nothing else.
The board wipe has become the.
I can't believe I have stopped a board wipe. That's my active game plan. I can't. I need my archive.
I passed the turn.
My creature.
That's why, honestly, I don't care about your commander. I knew you basically wouldn't ever cast it again. Just get rid of the archive.
Why would you want to get rid of that?
It's so. Oh, Billy doesn't want me to go. He
could put Leela out.
Strictly benefits from it. Yeah.
You were nearly sleeping on that bed.
Worth a shot.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that was a close
Oh my
one,
God.
eh? Hello, Tank.
When I got played, I was just ready to scoop all my creatures. Everything. I was like, it's another board wipe. Off we go.
God. I would like to.
And that's why I was like, I'm not going to use my Trenzalore clock tower because I'm just going to exile my
I'd
graveyard.
swap them all anyway. Yeah.
Flying, lifelink. I am paying 2 mana to flash back
Nice.
Otherworldly Gaze,
Ooh.
which allows me to surveil 3. 1, 2, 3. Eye of Duskmantle. I may play lands and cast spells from among cards in my graveyard you've surveilled this turn. If you cast a spell this way, you pay life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. So,
Pretty good.
we have the Price of Fame. Well, Tom's. Because this is now exile.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah. She's gone. Price of Fame.
Destroy a creature, surveil 2.
Doom Whisperer.
Sick. Hell yeah.
And a Swamp.
Not quite as exciting.
No, but it doesn't cost mana to play a land.
And you could, yeah, well, that's right. You could just plop that down.
Playing my land for turn. With that. Now. I've pulled out a Price of Fame and a Doom Whisperer.
And you can pay life to play them.
Dude, Whisperer.
I can pay life to play them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
pay-
I know,
pay
I'm just
life
saying
to-
it. Oh, we have legendary creatures on the field, ladies and gentlemen.
That we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody's got a legendary creature. Oh boy.
Except you.
Except for me. Yeah, but that's not relevant to me.
So you only get to kill one.
I do only get to kill one. So the question is, which one is the biggest?
I mean, objectively, that one.
With flying, that does actually make it pretty annoying. Yeah.
It's a
Also,
6/4
it's
flying commander, and it lets him draw cards.
Okay, so this is an instant that costs 2 less to cast if it targets a legendary creature.
Yeah.
It will target your commander, Chris. which
Sad.
means it'll only
Sad.
cost 2 life for me to do.
Yes.
I don't think so because the wording is mana value. So the mana value of the card doesn't change. It's just that you
Equal to its
it
size,
has an
yes.
alternative cost.
Pay
Okay,
life
so
equal to its
still-
mana value.
Still got to pay for it, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's fine.
But yes, you got my Supreme Judge off the field.
The cost of it is 2, but it's not going off the cost.
1. Yeah, I was on. You've got.
You're on the 17. Yeah.
I'm using my life as a resource this game now.
She's learning to play black. She's
Shut
seeing,
up!
she's
Shut up!
seeing the
Shut
Matrix.
up! Shut up! Destroy target creature.
I
Black.
know, right?
Surveil 2.
Surveil says...
Wait, why are you surveilling 2?
Yeah, that's the effect
Oh,
of...
whenever you-
that
Oh, no, that does have surveil 2 there. Sorry.
Yeah. And the evil eye lets you...
2 lands?
Oh,
I can't play 2 lands in a turn.
No. What's the second card that you got there?
yeah.
Oh, the Foreboding Steamboat.
The what now?
Sorry, what?
Ooh, spooky.
When Foreboding Steamboat enters the battlefield, each player chooses 2 non-token, non-vehicle creatures they control, exile them under Foreboding Steamboat until Foreboding Steamboat leaves the battlefield. Whenever Foreboding Steamboat attacks, put a card exiled into its owner's graveyard. If you do, investigate.
Wow.
It's a little bit off theme, I feel. Like it's kind of on theme, but it's the only, because I sleeved the whole deck. I know it's in here. It's the only vehicle in the deck. And it requires you to crew 2.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means.
2 power of a creature. You tap that creature, that becomes a creature. So you turn it from a vehicle into a creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what it
it's-
means is you can pay 5 life and remove both Billy and my creatures until the steamboat leaves the battlefield.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to be the board wipe? It's a lot of fun. I gotta say. Tom tried it and I had to stop him.
Be the board wipe? It's a lot of fun.
Just spend all your life, play all your creatures.
This is going.
It's mental. I love it so much. Chris, are you sleeping here tonight?
Oh, I might not even get to sleep. I won't be playing this until 7 a.m.
Here's the thing.
Nah, 5 a.m. You'll run out of cards.
If I pay
Yeah,
the
that's
5,
right.
I'll get a Nightmare Demon on the field.
Shuffle them in somehow.
I'll get a Nightmare Demon on the field with Flying and Trample.
All right, pay that. 5 life. Sweet life pay.
Not flying.
The only question I've got is, can I pay the 2 life this turn?
Yes, it's not a tap
Yeah,
ability.
and then Surveil draw more.
It'll take you down to 10 life, but life's a
Doing it.
resource.
This game is going to end one
You're
way or the other, and I
10
don't think I'm going to win.
life. Oh my god.
So she's paid for that to enter, and she's surveilling 2.
That's a nasty combo. If you had like infinite life gain. Oh.
Yeah. Well, this goes lifelink, so it does kind of cancel out.
Yeah.
She's got a buff spell for that. She's all good.
This is one of those things where I now have to do this. Actually,
Oh, you want to leave something on top.
it's because I'm getting rid of a Vizier of Many Faces. I can't just keep using my life as a resource.
Not forever. Sorry.
Not
You just gotta
forever.
Take your hands away
Loser
from it.
talk. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, no, thank you. I can play lands and cast spells from among cards in my graveyard. I've surveilled this turn. If I cast a spell this way, you pay life. So I've done that. It's how we got the island out. It's how we did the Doom Whisperer and so on and so forth. And the other thing, Price of Fame. However, it's still like end of turn. So if there's anything with like instant speeds, I can do it. However, I probably won't. Just because I don't want to die. Now, what I can do is use my Eye of Dusk Mantle that has flying and lifelink to smack somebody in the face for 3. I think Chris has quite a lot of life over there, and I think I would like some of it. So I'm going to swing at Chris for 3.
That's all right. You can have some of my life.
Thank you. Going up to 13.
No, I'm down to 20.
I was waiting for it to be like a bait and switch, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden,
I was so sure he was going to be like, no.
Yeah, but I think you've ruined Billy's life dice there with that smack, I think. What were you on? Oh, you're on
14.
It's 14, yeah.
Yeah.
Saw them wobble.
Just making sure.
Blimey.
Second main phase.
Hell yeah.
I can't figure out a way.
Don't overcommit, Billy.
To like commit.
You can't figure out a way to commit. Full stop. You're already pushing it. You've got 6 power worth of creatures. I mean, I'm letting you get away with blue murder here.
Technically
Okay.
10.
True.
That's Chris hitting power there.
Chris
It's-
Hitton.
Oh,
I
it is.
promise it's not actually anything.
All right, Spain 3.
For a Charnel Serenade, it is a sorcery. I'm paying the mana cost because I'm in my second main phase. It allows me to surveil 3. I could have suspended it for 3, but it would have required me to put time counters on it.
Well, you don't have the mana to pay for it otherwise. Because it's 6 mana.
Yeah, I'm paying that. I'm paying 6.
I thought you only had 3 mana left.
No,
Okay.
no, I didn't. Everything was open.
Cool. Okay.
The only mana I've paid this turn was to...
Otherworldly Gaze flashback. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all good.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've kind of paid through the nose for everything else. So.
Yeah, sweet.
literally.
Yeah.
It's like we've used the term blood bank, literally.
Yeah.
Blood blank. Okay, so that's the 6 I need for Charnel Serenade. Now, surveil 3, then return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. What's a finality counter?
Just
When it dies, it goes to exile.
Excellent. Cool, that's fine. We'll
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, that's literally.
No, I think it just denotes that that's what it was.
Yeah. But then, no, finality counter is specifically when it dies, it goes to exile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
But this also then gets suspended, and she'll do that again in 3 turns.
Oh, then, yeah, you keep recurring it.
It's just I didn't want to suspend it first
Yeah, no, totally fair.
and then not have a turn to do this.
Nicely done.
Sick. Have you surveilled 3 first?
No, I haven't actually.
Because
We'll do that.
bear in mind that those...
I can put them in the
Yeah.
graveyard. Thank you, Chris. I'm learning how surveil works.
Honestly, you're doing a pretty dang good job of running a
Yeah.
fairly difficult deck to play.
It's a shame that none of it will stick around for more than a turn.
Billy, all I'm hearing is you gotta kill Chris now.
Make your best.
Yeah, let me just do 27 directly.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
When it comes to dealing enough damage, Billy's fallen short a couple times.
if you can get that up to 14,
That was cutting. Yeah, true, that.
Because it's done 2 and then 7.
no, 2 then
5,
5,
so
so 7 total.
Because here's the thing. It's okay. This I had a Sphinx of the Second Sun come out with that.
Oh,
So we're gonna surveil.
dude.
I mean, that's pretty good because it makes you suspend happen twice a turn.
That's a brilliant... Dude, you've got to pay life for that.
I don't
No,
need to pay
this
life
is just
for
returning it to the battlefield.
Charnel
Oh,
Serenade
right, with
returns
thing.
it to the battlefield with just a blap counter on it. So if it dies, it dies.
Black count. Nice.
So that'll come back with a finality.
Yes.
So sick of flying things.
Well, then you shouldn't have rolled the
No,
thing.
you're not greening hard enough.
Okay. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, which, we're well past that for this thing.
Yeah.
That doesn't have a thing. That's graveyard. That's come back from the graveyard. This now has a time counter on it. Make sure I'm not missing anything else. No. So these will... Graveyard.
Yep. It also means she's got Kill Me and Billy power on the field right now.
Yeah.
It's great. So proud. Look at her go.
Just want to make sure that I don't have anything that's like, cast me from your graveyard.
I mean, if that Ravenous Chupacabra came back out, you could kill someone's creature.
Yeah, I wanted to. It's just the problem is that I don't have any way to get it back out.
The spell you just played.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
anything
in
from
3
the-
turns.
Oh, yeah, if you didn't pick that one.
Yeah, look, I was going to. I went, oh, and then y'all were like, because I didn't want to just put it in the graveyard and be like, nah, it's too expensive, and I don't understand it. It's
Yeah.
got too many words.
It is still a very good choice. Like, I don't think Billy's swinging at you this turn.
I was
but
going to
you
do the
never know.
chupacabra.
Yep. That's bad.
Look, it's not great, but your turn.
What a turn.
There was a lot that happened, and ultimately, the end of it, I feel like I'm no closer to doing the one thing I wanted to do like 2 hours ago.
It was just the wombo combo.
Draw.
Yeah, but it's because I had to wait a full other turn
Look
to
at
do
the
the
top
other
of my
thing. And because that full other turn, Chris got rid of my mana, which means I haven't been able to cast it. if you let it get back to my turn, you'll see it in action, and it.
I can't kill you, so. Like, literally, all I have is put 2 creatures onto the battlefield and a land. I'm dawdling now.
Can't believe it. I don't have 2 basic lands.
Really, for your check land?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad, really.
That's pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
That
God,
is
what I would give for a price of progress right now.
because you literally just need like a forest, a plain, or an island. You have one. You have one basic
One
island.
single basic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed, man.
Unlike these 2 chumps.
Yeah, I know.
Us with our upgraded mana
Those
bases.
Doctor Who decks.
Hey, look, I've got some fancy lands in here, all right?
Yeah. At least you have some basics though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so keen to run this mono green deck and just run basics.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
It changes your life when you play a mono deck.
I'm definitely. This is a very fun deck
That's good.
so far, except when Chris is a jerk. But
It's fun to play. It's not fun to watch return to your hand and shit. Like, that's the problem with Commander.
yeah, so like the other thing is that now Margot's a really fun thing where I just get to like play things out of my hand, which would be great if it didn't cost me 9 colorless mana. No,
Yeah.
no.
11.
Yeah.
How is that worse? It's because it costs 6 colorless mana
extra
plus
every
the 3 it has plus the 2. It costs 11 to get them out, and I'm just like,
Wait, no, you've only cast it twice.
So
it's
4
leaving the command
on
zone for
top
the
of-
3rd time.
Yeah, okay, so it costs you 9 mana this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I.
Hey, that's doable.
Yeah, but it's
Stupid.
Suboptimal.
yeah.
9 mana to see if it sticks around for a turn.
Yeah,
pretty
I
much.
wouldn't count on it.
Is it a legendary land, Billy?
No. I'm trying to figure out how to not die.
Yeah, that's fair. Billy, you might just die.
Yeah, I think
You
I'm
might just
going
have to lean into it,
die.
bud.
Yeah, just let it happen.
We're going to play.
Oh, I can't play it. Can
It's not a legendary? Yeah.
Oh,
Brutal.
I wasted all that time thinking about nothing. I'm scrying. This enters tapped. I don't even want to look at it.
Okay.
It is the best card in that deck, but he just can't play it.
But now, because of the doctor, I
Yeah.
can look at the top of my deck again.
At any time.
So it's not a legendary?
No.
No.
It's
Damn.
not even a yeah, I just assumed everything in this deck was a goddamn legendary. It's the first one that isn't.
I mean, the way that Tom talks about it, it's fair to assume.
Yeah.
It's also the amount Billy's looked through it.
I learned I'm not getting my birthday present until June, and I'm very upset.
No. Wait,
because
in the
that's-
mail.
Well,
Yeah.
one, I don't know how we're getting it, and
In the
two,
mail.
yeah, Tom organized for my birthday everything you can get for the Assassin's Creed.
We didn't get you any collector's boosters. But the starter deck kit, a booster box, and a booster bundle.
There it is, Billy.
We are playing Leela back on the field.
Do you need to pay commander costs to get her back out?
Yep. Cost 6.
6 all
Yep.
up.
Okay, cool.
You could add black, just in case.
Just want to
fun.
confirm. This is now the 3rd time Leela's being cast?
No, only the
second.
second.
She's
It's only been out on the field once.
It's been blocked twice, so
Okay.
this is the
I
third.
thought he had played her again
My-
at one point.
My other one had.
That's all right. I won't hold the game up for that. I'm not going to be like, roll the tape.
All the
Go
time.
back and watch the 3 hours and 20 minutes we've been playing just to make sure.
So the problem is we're all playing blue.
That's,
That's why it's taking
that's
so long.
really what slowed us down, I think.
I'm going to lose another life for tapping a land. Down to 13.
Billy now tied with Beck for last place.
That life gain.
Don't
Hey.
put it like that.
And it'll be playing from the top of my hand. It is a legendary creature this time.
Nice.
It is Romana II. She has Vigilance, and I can pay 1 mana to tap her to create a tapped token that's a copy of target token that entered the battlefield this turn.
So you can start doubling up on some
Yes.
other tokens.
Food token.
That triggers that, and I believe you also use that for a Path of Ancestry, which means you do get to scry one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because she's a Time Lord and you command as a
So
Time
you
Lord.
scry, and then
Gotcha.
what is it? You make
What was
a-
the other one that triggers?
When you play
Food
from the
token.
top of your library, you get a food token.
Yeah, so Path of Entry,
Oh,
Ancestry,
I didn't read that.
Add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. When that mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander, scry 1.
Yep.
Yeah. Does it share it?
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's a Time Lord and a Time Lord.
So,
You may scry.
which I could already do,
As fast as creatures come into Magic the Gathering. Yes.
sort of.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, but they're not doing commander decks for it. They're just doing a bunch of cards.
So we have
nothing.
to hope.
Yeah, nothing pre-constructed. Just a lot of interesting things.
If I find bundles, I'm buying every single one of them. Every bundle I see, I'm going to be like, I'm buying it.
It does depend how many cards
leave
there are
that
in this
there.
deck. Because at some point you are going to have everything.
I know. I will make sure
Yeah,
that
I can't attack with these two.
summoning sickness. Did you get your food token?
Chris is open.
And you got 2 of them?
Oh, sorry.
No, because if
Wait, why would
you
I
don't,
get two?
do you not have any extra mana? Floating mana? Nothing spare?
Nothing.
Because if you tap her for 1, you can double the target
do it
token.
It's got summoning sickness.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
That old chestnut.
So
Yeah.
just the one. Just the one then.
10 mana. What you got, Billy?
10 damage. 10 damage.
Sorry. Yes.
I'm just going to swing on Chris and hope that I am not murdered by the others.
All right.
For
How
the
much?
greater good, I will deal 10 damage to you. 4 of it will be on top, added to the commander damage.
Okay.
Have.
I'm at 17. I'm now at 11 commander damage from the second Doctor. All as well.
I don't understand how your brain can remember those numbers.
So they're also on the screen.
Yeah.
I can't see that far. But yeah, no, I just am
Yeah.
mindful, I suppose.
He's played Magic too much. That's the answer.
Just a... Tom would have blocked what he needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
It's mostly hoping in good faith I don't get murdered.
Oh, I won't get murdered.
At this point, I don't think either of us can play a turn and not expect to be murdered at some
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a blessing when we don't.
End step. We can all draw a card. Who wants?
Woo!
Anybody but
I'll draw a card.
Draw a card?
I'll draw 2 cards, actually.
Draw a card?
Yeah.
I'm drawing a card, yeah.
Oh my god. So to be clear, that's 4 cards that
Yep.
just got drawn?
4
Yes.
counters onto your commander.
I don't care. Just do it.
It's beautiful, Billy. I'm proud of you. Nicely done. It's a good choice.
Sweet, my turn. I'm tapped.
There's nothing I can do about the fact that Beck can kill me at any moment.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Island. So I'm just gonna pull the band-aid off while it's raw. Destroy all creatures. Get them all done. I literally warned all of you.
Yeah, fair.
Go on, Billy. What retort do you have?
It's just funny.
Oh, sorry. I think I've made poor Beck lose all hope for humanity.
No, it'll just be really funny next
I
time.
get to live.
Beck, you could pay 2 life 7 times and just kill yourself.
Yeah.
Just
end it.
reduce your life to 0 and end the game and you
Have
can
it-
leave.
Actually, when you hit 1, you are not allowed to pay 2 life.
Ah, good point,
So
good
you
point.
actually can't go out in a blaze of glory.
Wait, is that real? I feel like I've done that a lot of times.
If you don't have the life to
Yeah.
pay, then you can't pay it. Whereas if it were damage, you absolutely could go out on your own terms.
So the Sphinxy dude isn't in your graveyard, he's extra.
He's exiled. Yes.
Sphinxy dude.
Sphinxy dude, alright, Chris, what creatures have you got to try and kill us with? Has he got anything? Or is it 3 more board wipes?
I like your sense of humour there.
Thank you for sticking around. This has been a long
I
stream.
have to imagine it's still somewhat entertaining.
All right.
Oh, I hope so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Jesus.
Holy fuck, I've miscounted. I'll keep that untapped.
It's only 7, thank God.
7, and I'm going for Angler Turtle. So all those creatures that you don't have now have to attack each combat if able.
Nice.
And it's a 5/7 turtle with hexproof.
Amazing.
Pass the turn.
Jadoon goes down to 4.
Exasperated sigh. Right. Don't overcommit, guys. Do not overcommit. I promise you I have another board wipe.
Too bad.
Yeah, well, commit at your own cost, I suppose.
I'm going to have a question about summoning sickness on my turn, but
Uh-huh.
we'll get to my turn first.
All right.
Adipose offering.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, look at that.
It's nothing. It is a little fat boy, but it has emerged so I could sacrifice another creature and create more of them. All that's happening is I'm getting a him and his little friend. Woo! They are literally just fat that fell out of people's bodies.
Oh, kind of.
And then my other 4 is for the RMS Titanic, which is a 7/1 flying trampler. When it deals combat damage to a player, sacrifice it and make that many treasure tokens, and it cruised for 3.
Oh my gosh, the Titanic is a magic card.
Yes.
It's not the
because
original
spaceship.
Titanic, but yeah.
I'm like, that's a little on the nose. That was like a
Yeah.
national disaster. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Turn.
passing the turn.
Really gives you that sinking feeling. Sorry.
Well done, Chris. Proud of you.
So beginning of my upkeep goes down to 2.
Since when can the Titanic fly? When aliens made a copy of it and they were like, do you know why it's famous? It's like, no, it's just the most famous ship.
Yeah.
And then they try and crash it into Earth for money reasons.
Oh, really?
Is it just insurance fraud?
I just assumed they
Pretty much, yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah.
It's a decent Christmas episode.
Oh, okay. Christmas episode.
Christmas episode, Kylie Minogue, Titanic flies over the top of Buckingham Palace. You know, British things.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Quite while I get involved. For what it's worth, I did pay a war room, so I have some card draw on the field.
Pretty decent.
I am playing a swamp.
Does my swamp have so many?
What's she got? Is this the play?
9
She
mana.
saved up the mana.
Rise of the Dark Realms.
Oh.
So you know how Chris just put all of our creature cards into our graveyards? All creature cards from all graveyards are now under my control. All of them.
All right.
Well, it was nice knowing you all. You're going to have so many triggers, and I am not here for it. I think I'll just scoop it.
Creature.
There you go.
Thank you. That was a fat stack.
Oh, yeah.
Haste?
No.
So this is where my summoning sickness question comes into play. / ETBs.
You choose the order ETBs happen. This might take a while.
Okay.
You will also be getting a flesh duplicate, so if there is anything that has a good ETB, you'll get it twice.
Yep.
Enjoy. This one, we could legitimately scoop unless Chris thinks he can defeat this later.
I can. So, I mean, I'm happy to just scoop so we can all go home.
It's up to you. I feel like it's a really unsatisfying ending, but
Yeah.
like, Beck, are you ready to go through
Would you
that
like-
many ETBs?
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like help?
Go on.
We'll start with pulling out the ones that do have ETBs.
Well, we can help with that.
Okay. So why don't you take mine and Chris's?
Yeah.
Billy, you look through Tom's.
Oh my god.
Okay, so no ETB, no ETB. That
The
is...
problem,
Yeah.
the problem is some of mine aren't ETBs, but if you put them first, they get ETBs off of other.
Yeah.
Like,
This is going to be a headache.
I'm really keen to say that Beck wins, but see how this plays out.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I will happily scoop after you've had your fun. What do you reckon,
Okay,
Billy? Do you reckon
surprisingly,
you can beat
none
this?
of Billy's really have any good ETB.
yeah, but they trigger off things entering the battlefield, off legendaries.
So you want
I'm going to be honest, Billy, I don't have that kind of thought process in my brain right now.
Yeah.
I still forgot to go through that.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll have a quick look.
I think it's Donna Noble.
We can create a food token with Astrid.
Shut down in a blaze of glory.
Do you have a board wipe still?
I had 2 board wipes. I have, and she's about to reanimate my Diluvian Primordial
Yeah.
and cast another board wipe
so
or
we
something
know-
from my graveyard for free.
I'm already getting my sorceries out, so she can...
Yeah, for that.
I don't think.
I have Cleansing Nova and Aetherize in my hand, ready to go. But I'm happy to scoop it. Beck wins. That's what I'm thinking. It's up to you guys if you want to scoop.
I have very little.
I can only win off the back of you board wipe.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like I have some treasure tokens. I could get my commander out, but I'm taking another 3 turns
Like-
to do anything.
Like the next card I have is a Thoughtless.
A what now?
Thought vessel.
I get no max hand size.
Ooh, yippee! That'll help you.
Really, damn.
I mean,
Like my
to be
commander
funny,
did.
we'll start with Razor Hippogriff.
Yeah.
Because when Razor Hippogriff enters the battlefield,
Yeah. it's
return
simple.
target artifact card from my graveyard to my hand. And I gain life equal to that card's converted mana cost.
Hell yeah.
It's silly. However, it means I will get 5 mana
5
Yeah,
life.
the steam
5 life.
barge.
Yeah.
just to get me out of the hole a little bit. Put the steamboat back in my hand. Where's my hand now? There. Cool.
What a busted card.
That's
What instants and sorceries do you have in your graveyards?
I have a couple
Uh,
board wipes if you'd like those.
I'm just gonna
Generous
put
gift.
this here.
Board wipe before you play all your
You
stuff.
actually could board wipe your own stuff if you like.
It's my only sorcery.
It's yeah, that's all right. There's a part of me that's like, if I'm gonna copy something, do I just copy something that's gonna just kill everyone? Oh, hello.
If you have a way to do that,
But
do you have a way to deal damage to creatures?
I don't believe so.
Damage to creatures.
Yeah, because if you do, you can have Donna Noble and the creature that it bonds with take that much damage. Like
I don't believe so.
But she can just board wipe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But basically, if she or we, any of us had a what's the 13 damage
Blasphemous.
blasphemous act, if she had a blasphemous act right now, or a way to cast a blasphemous
Yeah.
act, we would all die.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be a game changer.
Yeah.
I think it already is.
Yeah. Yeah, the
It's one
game
of
has
those
changed.
Things where, so I'm guessing that was the question I had. So with all of these coming under my control, does that mean they have summoning sickness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they haven't been under your control since the beginning of your.
So even then, the only things I'm getting off of these are going to be ETBs.
Yeah.
All right.
Just depends if you're happy for us to scoop.
I didn't expect you guys to honestly keep playing after I had pulled that off.
It's only because Chris has board wipes, right? Like
Yeah.
if Chris is happy to scoop,
Yeah.
we scoop.
Yeah, if-
Beck just had 20 creatures enter the battlefield,
I'm happy to call
we
it.
could
yeah.
count out all the ETBs, but it is
I
A
just
lot.
one. I actually don't think there are ETBs that are going to make it. I just don't think they're going to be ETBs that get me to a win, if that makes sense.
yeah.
You'd have to
Unless
wait
there's anything in here with haste.
No.
Where's your dinosaur, Tom?
The dinosaur's there. The dinosaur
Vigilance
doesn't
and
have
trample.
doesn't
Yeah.
have haste.
Doesn't have haste. So there's nothing that has haste, which means there's nothing that attacks now.
Yeah.
Because all of them have summoning sickness. So that's why I'm like, do I have all of these creatures, and would Chris be able to board wipe me on his next turn?
Yes, and that's what we're saying. Chris is happy to scoop.
I'm call it there. I think
Yeah.
you've pulled off such a spectacular move.
That was
and
such a long con.
Like I know it's kind of anticlimactic when we know that the answer is there, but like the other option is this game goes for another hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Chris has enough creatures to deal with us.
Because, yeah, the thing is, like, I don't have any mana left, and it's like, honestly, trying to figure out what order things are going to happen, I'm just like,
No, just save your brain the mental energy and take the win.
yeah, like, I did one thing with it. Razor Hippogriff, I got me some life back.
Yeah.
I ended with the most amount of life because of it.
Yeah.
Yes!
Let's go.
Alright. Well done, well done.
So, I was imagining the board wipe where I took out literally everything and then pulling that out the next turn. And then I lost all my artifacts.
Yeah.
And I couldn't cast it.
Yeah, then no mana.
And then I had no mana. So that entire time from when I was like, you did that big board wipe with all the artifacts, I was just like, I literally can't do anything. I
Yeah.
have to just wait.
Yeah. I had like 4 lands coming up, so I was dead. How about you, Billy? Did you finally get something cool?
Off the
I don't
top.
know. I don't know what I would have. I didn't look yet.
You don't have that commander. You can't look at the top card of your library. However, I can.
Yeah. So true.
I don't have a whole lot coming up.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? Were you actually going to be able to end the game?
Oh,
What did you have?
no, but I could have destroyed all creatures again for the 900th time and kept it going for 2 more hours. So I was quite happy with that.
Yeah.
Look, that's not bad. You could have made some tokens.
Yeah, that was what I miscounted.
Dude, you drew every bit of control in your deck. What again?
Yeah.
Thank you for sticking around. I know that it's not the most climactic end, but hopefully you can understand why we're calling it there. That was a grindy game with a lot of triggers going on. Well done to everyone here involved in tracking all of that. We have been Nerds of the West. We do this live every single week. You can support us here on YouTube, on Twitch, on Patreon. You can buy our merch, and in general, just come and hang out with us when we play Magic and board games. We're going to finish stream now. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time.